You're late. Well, we're still not even officially. Oh, that light is not. It's not a good placement for that light.
No, because when you try to look at the screen, it's like, oh,
Uh, so Wendell's late. I don't know what he's up to. I
he
think.
did tell us he was going to be late though, so maybe he's getting food.
I think the microphone is
Is
fixed.
working?
I think I got that working. You can tell us how the audio is.
I'll say using a proper mic today. Nothing
Okay.
changed.
Well, that's good. Well, Wendell had disassembled it again, but
Maybe
reinstalling it in the exact same way, it was fine. The only thing I did different is I powered everything down and and connected the USB at the very end because that USB is trash.
maybe.
So I think that might have been it.
Well, it's all shit in the background. Wendell was working on something before he left to get food, I think, but I don't know what it was. I moved more boxes back there.
So yeah, we're trying to choose a game and we can't. So what's your opinion?
What's your
Chad?
opinions, chat room? We should just stream a Game of Thrones, but like in a really tiny window.
Commentary on it.
Yeah,
Except we'd have to start at the beginning. I would say it.
that's true.
Epic battle between pink and purple. Let's just.
Oh no! Look at it on the screen though. It's like doing the wavy line
I
thing.
guess there's like a refresh.
Something.
That's interesting.
I don't know why I'm looking at that as if I'll see
Yeah,
it
it's
real
like
life.
oh.
He's wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a rain jacket because we're about to have a really nasty storm.
I don't think there's no hood on that, is there?
There is, but it got blown off.
Oh, okay.
And my hair also fell out of it, so it didn't make it any better.
This should make a hoodie where you can like store your hair in your hoodie. NJ Mevic has converted from a Twitch Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub.
Oh.
That's rare. Risk of Rain 2 multiplayer. I was not crazy about that. I played it a little more on my own, and I'm still.
I think Risk of Rain would probably be fun if like we were all playing together, like the old format stream.
We might have to switch to that.
Yeah.
Infant Coma. Well, that's a festive username.
Well, it's all crazy caps,
well,
sticky caps.
When an infant goes into a coma, things get wild.
Finally got employment hype.
What are you doing for a living there, NJ Mevic?
Just joined the stream. Does this mean the news was just recorded? When will it go live?
It will go live right around the same time it has every other time, which is Tuesday at midnight Eastern time.
It's we usually finish filming around like 5, and then we go eat, and then we come back. We think Wendell should be here, but I think he went to go get something to eat.
A car salesman. What kinds of cars? Have you sold one yet? What is your commission?
What if he sells Tesla cars and the Tesla thing's getting ready to shut down?
Ban it. NJ or No Must Give us 1,000 bits. If you ban a subscription, does it? They don't get their money back, do they?
I don't know. We never actually really have to ban people. We've had to. Usually we can ban bots. Like I don't think we've ever had to ban a person that I remember really.
Oh, there's been some people. There was like the swastikas fan for a while. You remember that?
Oh yeah. But it's usually very obvious spam.
Yeah. They're not subtle. I'm not seeing any game recommendations other than the one.
I've only banned some spam link bots. It really is. It's always like, what is she doing on Twitch? And it's like, wow, that's subtle.
Stuck in an Airbnb in Canada. Well, there's your first mistake.
Have you done Airbnb? It's actually, I didn't know if I'd like it, but we tried it recently. It's not bad.
Well, I mean, it's got to be entirely dependent on the house, right?
Yeah, but like, we didn't get murdered or anything like that. It was great.
Blood, fresh supply. I used to play Blood back in the day. I liked it. Mostly multiplayer. Q&A, no game. Well, you might get that for the next 10 minutes or so. Factorio, not feeling it. This is the Police. I thought about doing This is the Police because...
Do you own that? I don't have it.
Yeah. You know what? Let's go ahead and install that because that's a pretty good suggestion because it doesn't matter who drives. Although we do all have to hear it, which could be a problem. Maybe there's subtitles. Chat, is there subtitles in This is the
Headphones
Police?
aren't here.
Dodge, Chrysler. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of different kinds of cars. What kind of car dealership sells Porsche and every other kind of car? Are they used? Revisiting Graveyard Keeper? I mean, Graveyard Keeper, I don't know if that's a good table game.
Minecraft. I go through periods where I like really like to play Minecraft, and that'll last for like a month, and then I don't want to play it again for like a year. There's a new Minecraft server set up. I think it was set up like a week ago on the forum. If you are high enough level on the forum, you should be able to see that in the servers section. I haven't checked it out yet.
I think we'll do original This Is the Police because I haven't tried to yet.
There's always Dwarf Fortress, the superior RimWorld.
I mean that's fine, but I just don't think people know what's going on. More
You
bits
can
from
explain
Nubbin.
it to us. Lovers in a Dangerous Space. We were really bad at that game. Turn the purple light off. I wonder why it's doing that this time. Normally it doesn't do that.
It has to do with the refresh rate of the camera. After watching a bunch
I
of
don't want to crawl
RimWorld,
under the table.
chat is ready for Dwarf Fortress story. Do we want to try Dwarf Fortress?
I've never played it. I mean, I'm willing to watch you play and then learn about the game.
You could learn to play.
I don't want to control.
I have no idea what goes on. All right, well let's download Dwarf Fortress then, see if we can get it.
I see DF and I think Doomfist, and I'm like, oh, I hate Doomfist.
Yeah, well, your
He's
racism
CC.
doesn't
He's
have anything.
CC based, Ryan.
Credit card?
He bounces you around like a beach ball in Overwatch. Oh, who was on this last? The font's so big.
I wonder. It's zoomed to like old lady level. Let's get the Windows version.
I hate Doomfist too. It makes tanking very unfun in Overwatch.
Nubbin making it rain. I don't know. You think that we're like, should we play reverse psychology with Nubbin? And
Tell him to give us more money?
yeah, demand more from him.
Bad story, boring character. I think he has an interesting story, or if he has potential to be interesting, but I don't think the writers know what to do with him.
Stupid writers. The other thing about Dwarf Fortress, no music. So it's kind of a...
I'll sing.
Okay.
I'll be the bard on this mission.
Could you do some music from Lord of the Rings, some of those songs?
Yeah, I can just hum it, or da 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 da.
No, I don't want from the movies. I want the lyrics from the book.
Oh,
to your
I don't know
own
if I can
team.
do that. Ariandel was a mariner.
Ever play Overlord or Overlord 2? Is that the one where you run your little minions around? I think I played that once. No Man's Sky, we've played that before. Tom Bombadil, that's what I'm thinking of.
His songs are ridiculous. His boots are yellow. Just save all the money that Nubbin gives you and do a food drive when he runs out.
But that's not very efficient.
Sorry, everybody.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. What's the snack tonight?
Honey bun. So I'm eating dessert here.
Oh, we're going to have to switch spots.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to be...
Yeah. Staring at the plate.
Sorry, chat.
This is going to cast a shadow because the camera, but you know what?
That's the kind of stream we are.
Deal with that. Let's have to go get a water. I want to make sure the camera's not.
Oh, we need to change the category too, dang it. You may already have that. I think it's fine. It's fine, right? I assumed that water was yours, but I guess that was probably Wendell's.
It might have been Friday water.
Oh. Game view blank. Yes. Did you already change the game?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wonder how many people are streaming Dwarf Fortress.
Probably all of like 3.
Now, traditionally, I don't think Dwarf Fortress will capture as a game. Let's see.
Oh, well, I won't change it until you're ready, sir.
Indeed, it will not. So I think we have to do a window capture.
Go live notification. Oh, wow, they streaming.
That's what it's always been.
I forget sometimes when I look at the dashboard and I see that. 1 hour, 20 minutes till Game of Thrones feels bad, man. I can't wait for the salt on the internet. That's the most entertaining part of the season.
And the beauty of Dwarf Fortress chat, I will just put the mouse over here because I don't need it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, right?
Okay. Did you change it?
You got it working, so I'll go switch it now.
Actually, we've got another, like, depending on the speed of this computer, I don't remember what kind of processor it is, some kind of Ryzen. We got like another 5 minutes because generating the world, it might stall out OBS.
Slaves to Armrock 2, Dwarf Fortress?
See the red text?
Oh, I didn't see that up there now.
God of Blood. Crystal.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not listed
But-
in the Twitch title.
By the way, the God of Blood has nothing to do with. Like, I played the game for years. I've never encountered the God of Blood. Oh, gave my mouse away too quickly. Now, what we're gonna do, Krista, we're gonna do like a really tame world, so you can learn to play. By the way, welcome to the alpha of Dwarf Fortress. It's been out for like 10 years. I'm gonna make, just so we can get going, I'm gonna turn the minerals up and leave everything else the same.
If you want to read the books, just read the wiki.
Now here's our worldview, obviously.
Oh, of course. So there are oceans. How do dwarfs traverse oceans?
You don't.
Oh, okay.
We will live in a tiny square. So basically,
Oh, look how quick the years are going by.
we'll see the roads and stuff being built.
Oh, yeah.
Time is passing. And this is basically Middle Earth going through the ages.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll step in after, I think, 250 years. So, like, the gray parts are mountains.
Okay,
Just like
gathered that.
peaks. And then the green is, you know, verdant lands. Blue is obviously ocean. I think the pink part is like evil swamps.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to start there. Red triangles and squiggles are volcanoes and lava. I don't know what the blue is.
Light blue. They're gonna do a spin-off series. I think that explains a lot of decisions that have been made in this last season if they're doing a spin-off.
Yeah, but I don't know. Martin needs to be involved. Why don't they just let him write the TV show?
Rumor mill has it that he had a falling out with them around season 5. Don't know if that's true or
I
not.
can see that. Can you imagine the hubris of thinking, no, we'll tell a better story, Mr. Martin?
I recently read too. The internet's really dragging the writers through the mud right now, so I don't, take it with a grain of salt. But I heard one of the writers is also like the son of someone who worked at, or like the president of Goldman Sachs, or like former president or something like that. And it makes you wonder, it's like, did he just get that job because his dad had connections? Like,
And it was so successful because he already had a story to tell.
to tell, yeah.
And now flying without the net.
They flew a little too close to the sun. If HBO approached you to work on Game of Thrones, would you give up level 1 text? No. If Amazon approached me to work on the Lord of the Rings series, I would be out of here.
But Game of Thrones is over. And what job would I be doing?
I would want to work like lore consultant in writing. I would love to do that. That'd be cool.
You know those writers' rooms can be brutal, though.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You make somebody cry.
Uh,
You'd be like, are you fucking stupid?
have you not read?
So-and-so would never do that.
That's exactly what it'd be like, though. It probably wouldn't be very healthy.
I don't think the writers get paid a ton, especially not for new series.
That'd be so cool, though. Like, I think I would almost be willing to take the pay cut, but I don't know. I don't
And
know.
that's a temporary job. And what if the show tanks?
Yeah. I'm kind of excited for the LOTR series. I am cautiously optimistic. I'm excited, but I don't know what they're going to do with it yet. Part of your job would be to edit out coffee cups. I'm not an editor, really, though.
LOTR is the same amount of syllables as Lord of the Rings.
Listen. What if Amazon said you couldn't be married? That's Bezos actually is like, no one can be married since I'm not married. There's actually a character in the time period they're going to be adapting who says that to her maidens and all of her people who live in her house. And her husband, before he leaves her, lets everyone get married, and she gets very salty about it.
Yeah, my machine generates worlds a little quicker than this one. I don't want to know what kind of processor we got here.
Is it still generating? Oh, yeah, 137.
It really slows down because as it goes, it's mapping out bloodlines and wars and stuff.
So you have like a history to get
So
into?
the more people you have, the more it simulates as it goes. How's that fun? How's that fun?
It's delicious. I have another if you want it.
You know what honey bun icing is made of? Lard.
I'm alright with that.
It's just sugar and lard.
Just going
Probably-
back to my roots, Appalachian American roots.
Probably corn soup at this point instead of
Yeah.
sugar.
Blames them for the shitty computer. How do you pronounce it, loader? I have heard people pronounce it loader.
But the O wouldn't be uppercase O. It would be water.
Yeah. Larder.
You should try to get a movement starting it where you just call it LAWD, LAWD.
Lord of the...
LAWD. It's like instead of Lord, Law, like oh Lord.
But what does
Yeah.
it stand for?
It doesn't stand for anything. It's just that's just how you're gonna.
No one's
shorten
going to
it.
do that.
You have to get it started. You have to
Stop.
use your star power.
Start my
Remember,
Z-list.
remember
YouTube
when
star power.
Paris Hilton got huge started? You gotta do it like that. Just beat it to death.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. Lord of the Ring might be a slightly different genre.
Oh, we're still crunching these numbers. I think it goes to 250, which is gonna take a long time.
Listen, we need our world to be immersive.
I think you might be able to stop it at any time.
Do you guys play this, or is it just a simulator? I've never played this game.
You play, yeah. It's like it's somewhat similar to RimWorld, except, well, it's you just create orders and wait for them to do it. But there's so many of them, you don't get that personal connection.
Will the LTRs have sex scenes, though? Unlikely. If they do, I'd imagine they'll be very tame.
Are they?
There might be like one violent one toward the end.
Are they doing like is that safe for children?
I don't know. We don't really know a whole lot of details other than the time period. That
What
they'll be
were
in.
the movies rated?
PG-13, I think. Definitely weren't R, though they were fairly gory.
Well, listen, you can kill all you want, just don't show any boobs.
Yeah. Ryan, did you see the new John Wick?
No,
That's what you're really hyped for, though.
probably not gonna go. I'm gonna wait.
You ever been to a movie by yourself?
No, I mean I wouldn't necessarily have to go by myself.
You don't know that. Netflix Witcher better be rated R. That's a series I could see being rated R.
still have never played Witcher 3.
I have a friend who's obsessed with it. Like she replays it all the time.
I played one of them. I didn't like it. It goes 2.
Seen the new John Wick and I was not impressed. That was Perkindo. What do you have to say to him?
I don't say anything to him because he's dead. No, I could easily see them screwing it up. Because they did go. The beauty of John Wick was the simplicity of it. And it seems like went a little over the top with 3.
I think they're trying to introduce complex, like morally gray characters
No,
at this
not
point.
I mean like the action.
Oh, okay.
Like the sword fight on the motorcycles. It's a little much.
Oh, spoiler.
What's in the trailer? $170 chat. Maybe it just goes to 200. But there's going to be a huge payoff when we get there because there's going to be a bunch of stuff on the screen that you don't know what's happening.
You're not using your Apple tablet. Are you okay? Oh, I'm using a non-one. This is the one we have here. I actually left the iPad at home. I was like in such a rush to get here and it was starting to rain that I forgot my backpack with the iPad in it.
I got to the end, like not of my driveway, but of the little connecting road, and it started raining, and I turned around and came back.
Yeah.
Put the car in the garage.
I wonder, what if Wendell got blown away?
As in like an explosion or wind related?
Yes.
I don't know what
Let's look at weather.com, chat.
I don't know what he was up to, but based on like the mess in here, I'm assuming he just lost track of time.
Oh, I just heard someone come in the stairs. Right now it says light rain, feels like 72. Tonight, thunderstorms early, then variable clouds overnight with a still chance of showers. Low 63. Chance of rain 80%.
I just worked.
It's like
the only thing I did different was I left the Avio disconnected till everything was there. I guess that's what you have to do.
I pulled Krista. I'm sorry.
Lost track of time.
No,
Or did you fall asleep?
No, I had to go do stuff.
But you didn't truly commit to pulling a Krista because you sent an email.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Will you hand me the black thing up there? I'm gonna put the delidding stuff back together before I lose it all. So we're playing Dwarf Fortess, huh?
We're generating a world. We've been
It's
generating
taking
a world
its
for
time.
about 15 minutes.
Oh,
Whatever CPU in this machine is not optimized for Dwarf Fortress.
that'd be a 2700X. Ryzen 2700X.
Look at windy.com.
That's surprising. It should be about equivalent to. It shouldn't be dramatic. How long does it take on your 9900K?
Much faster than us.
It might have died.
No, it's iterating.
Okay.
Very slowly.
Weird. So how's everybody in the chat?
Wendell has not been blown away. Is it still stormy out?
It is.
Nice to be outside.
It wasn't supposed to rain till like way up in
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah, it's a mess up there. It was raining sideways at one point.
Unacceptable.
It was really nice yesterday. I guess it rained like for like 40 minutes yesterday, but it wasn't too bad of a storm.
$186. We're getting there, chat. My big complaint about this game is like you can't just pick it up and play it because the save takes
So long to load?
No, not load, to save.
Oh.
Because it offloads everything inside the game's memory to files, one at a time.
Oh.
So like every little plant.
Oh. Remind me tomorrow, Windows. And before it.
We've been telling it that for weeks. And
Yeah.
It's like, pay attention.
Please.
It's my delidding harness. I delidded a bunch of CPUs this weekend. It
Wendell
actually,
got wild.
it actually helped more than I thought it would. It helped quite a bit.
Was there ever one of those microwave pasta reviews? We did. Wendell had the which one was it?
Oh yeah.
The Alfredo.
Yeah. No. Never again.
You don't like it? Did it make you very sick later?
It did.
Have you tried any other flavors?
No. Haven't been brave enough.
I mean, that would be kind of ridiculous, wouldn't it?
I mean,
You don't know that they're all gonna like mess your stomach up.
I've kind of got an iron stomach, and that just it's
I've
bad.
never had an issue with those.
Which ones have you had?
I like the Alfredo, and I've got the there's like a Mexican steak one is good,
Mexican steak.
and then
How's
there's
that
like
noodles?
Italian sausage and noodles.
There's no Mexican noodles.
But it's like got rice, like Mexican rice.
Oh, okay. You
All
think-
of those, I think they're all pretty good. I don't buy them a whole lot, but
Did the people of South America never have noodles until the missionaries came and introduced them to the noodle?
I don't know.
Chat.
History of noodles. Well, there's like a bunch of vegetables and stuff that didn't come to Europe until after they came here, so I mean that would make sense.
Yeah, but surely they had wheat, right? Barley, something. But did they have the presence of mind to form it into the noodle?
What am I looking for? Alfredo, I think it's for the ready meal. Hang on, someone asked what it was. Post the link. Did it go in? No. No, it did not.
Oh, it's not stopping at 200, chat. Well, it might. But the rate's up to 201. We're in for a too long away. Oh, shit. I think escape to finish. I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, though, should I risk it?
Yeah, risk it.
There's 202.
But it may go up higher. That's why we're trying to stop it.
I think it goes to 250, which is like another at least 10 minutes. It is unresponsive to my escape. There's always the chance that the keyboard didn't get picked up.
They're called Prego ready meals. Someone asked what noodles they were. I can't get the link to post. It's being done.
All right, well, I guess we're waiting.
No.
Try it one more time. No, let me just see if it's in there.
Look, I've got the Arctic thermal pad.
Escape increases it to 300, says Daycab.
Use the world as it currently exists. Now I have to finalize and accept. Oh, well, that's all close.
Juggalo Turtle subscribed to tier 1. Thank you.
Thanks, Juggalo Turtle.
Subscribed for 4 months.
Juggalo Turtle.
But it's Juggalo with a 0 for the O.
So someone had Juggalo Turtle?
Apparently.
Is ICP still making music? I'm always curious about this.
But not enough to Google it.
No, I don't want that in my search history. Because I know they do that festival every year, right? Do they still perform? Is this like maybe a shitty hard drive in this thing?
Oh, yes, the hard drive is super shit.
I'm down to clown until I'm dead in the ground. I'm sure they still perform. Well, yeah, probably for money.
Well, they're making money off the festival either way, right?
Oh, yeah, what is it? It's somewhere in Indiana.
It's the gathering.
The Gathering, that's right.
You know, they should work with Wizards of the Coast and do a Magic the Gathering with
The
Juggalo.
Juggalo. What do you think that, like,
The Venn
the Venn
diagram.
diagram of those two user groups?
I bet there's more than you think. And I'm sure the Magic the Gathering people would love to rough it and sleep outside for a weekend and do meth.
Oh, they just released an album February 15th, 2019.
Wow. What's it called?
Fearless Fred Fury.
That's not a very good title. All right. Finally, we're gonna play Dwarf Fortress.
Camera is glitching, they say. I don't know why I'm waving like that.
It could have been because it was maxing out. You're talking about the background?
Oh yeah, the purple is weird.
Oh, no.
Did you put it in a funky USB port? Some USB ports are not good.
It was already plugged into the USB. And now we wait while it simulates the calendar.
This is a level of pedantic, like, nerdery that
Well,
I
wait.
can get behind.
Wait till you see this game. You might pick this game up. I don't know. I think you probably won't. Okay, so
I'm gonna enjoy learning it, but I don't know if I'll play it myself.
I'm going to find a specific kind of world that we want to live in, right? I want clay. I want deep soil. I want deep and shallow metals. I want a river. I don't want an aquifer. I want flux stone. And the rest I don't care about. The red is places that don't match what I want. The green is places that do match what I want. The right is a world map.
Oh,
The
okay.
left is a zoomed map, so it hasn't gotten to the left yet.
Wow.
I bet we're the #1 Dwarf Fortress stream.
For now. Okay. So browse results. Now, there are several factors to think about. So do you see the X? Do you see the blinking yellow X?
Oh yeah, is that where? That's how we pick where we
So
go.
that's where I am. So I don't want to go on a mountain. Trees are very important, so we need a place with
I was gonna
trees.
say, if you're a dwarf, wouldn't you want to be in the mountains, or is that not the case?
Well, yeah, mountains are great, but trees are critical. If you don't have trees, you have to tunnel down to the underground forest, which is dangerous. Okay, so temperature is the big deciding factor here.
I thought you said that didn't matter.
No, that definitely matters. We are in the southern region, so let's try to go over here a little bit,
It's like there's some roads nearby. Oh, no, never mind.
and let's see what we got. Like this one. No, this is a rocky wasteland. Okay, we don't want a rocky. Oh, here we go.
Woodland, warm.
Woodland, wilderness, moderate vegetation, warm temperature. Probably not bad.
I'll say that doesn't look terrible to me. I mean, I'm completely a noob, so.
Now the problem is, see, look around us there. You see those over here on the left? Those white omegas? That's other civilizations. So we're like
Oh.
right up in their grill.
So there's not a lot of room for expansion then, unless we do hostile.
We don't expand.
Oh.
Now this is, here we go, like literally right next to somebody. This isn't bad. Oh, that's got an aquifer. Okay, we don't want that.
What is that? What does that do?
An aquifer means that the water table doesn't drain. So at some point underground,
It'll probably flood.
there's just water, and we would have to deal with that somehow, and it's not easy to do. Although I'm not, these places.
We're saying the edge of the game is cut off. Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh it's huge.
Oh, it's not really.
Oh,
That's weird.
you guys can't see what we're looking at, but OBS cut it off in a weird way.
Pixel needs to be bigger.
There it is.
Although
Is this what it's like to be old?
well, I'm arching over the keyboard, which is okay. This is not going to be perfect.
What game have we ever done that really is?
So I can go a little bit more than that. Oh my god.
He's trying to grab like the handle of the edge of the video, and it's not quite lining up.
All right, chat. I think that's as good as we're gonna get.
What did we have for breakfast? I had a granola bar and then ran out the door because I had 3-year-old class this morning.
I had a leftover beef and cheddar from Arby's from last night.
Whoa, that's cool.
Breakfast of champions.
I had Indian.
For breakfast?
What time did you get up?
Like,
Oh, you flew. Oh yeah.
Well, he came back though, like late Friday.
yeah.
So he chose to eat that, not because it was airline food.
I think what's happening here is it's not snapping to what I want, but it's there somewhere.
Anyone here buy the L1 water bottle or tumbler from the L1 store thinking of getting one or both? I have the tumbler, and I actually really like it. I use it for my coffee a lot.
Oh, here we go. But there's no flux. We gotta have that. Oh shit.
What does flux do?
Flux is the oxidizer so that you can turn iron into steel.
Oh, okay. Don't eat breakfast.
There used to be a way that you could. Is there an aquifer everywhere here?
Maybe it's like a swamp, low-lying area.
Oh, I see. I'm looking at the overworld map. Okay, all right, perfect. So here, this looks good. We also have to look at. There's some high mountain peaks here. Not a lot. What about here?
Do the dwarves like that?
Oh, this is better. This is perfect. So we've got, see the map over there? So I've got a blue, a valley, up to high mountains that we can dig into, and a river running through the middle of it.
Oh, we're gonna make like Rivendell.
Oh, we've got extreme cliffs on the. Okay, yeah, this one's great. Embark. Prepare carefully.
Oh, wow.
Now, right off the bat, 2 expert miners, because.
Well, that's the whole name of the game, isn't it? Like, you need materials to build.
Yeah, it's just don't even screw around.
Can a dwarf even be bad at mining?
Yes, they can be.
Actually, in Lord of the Rings universe, there are some who don't like to mine either.
So you can make them. Well, you can't take them past 5, I guess, but like 5 is they can do the job, but they suck at it.
Oh.
Gonna take them. So I'm going to carpenter, a mason, a grower, because we need food, and a brewer. Actually, I'm not going to make him super brewer. I'm going to let him learn that as he goes.
Is that important so they don't get waterborne diseases?
They won't drink water. The only time
I agree with that mechanic.
The only time they drink water is when they're sick or they're out of alcohol, but they will work at half speed if they cannot be drunk.
Just like reality.
Yeah.
So I'm going to I want a mechanic, but I want the mechanic to play double duty as, what do I want the mechanic to do? I also want the mechanic to be a building designer.
We're going to name the dwarves. They probably have names, right?
I think you can rename them, but there's so many of them. We'll look at it. See what that involves.
It might be too crazy, but
okay, mechanic, building designer, and then I need a leader who will also be a really shitty doctor, an organizer, a record keeper,
Balin.
leader.
We cannot get out. They are coming. That's what the record keeper's gonna write in our book.
And appraiser and a negotiator. So he's like our all-in-one.
He's our
Takes
Ralph.
care, essentially. He will not otherwise have a job, but what we'll go ahead and do is have him be a building designer. Because while he's doing nothing, he can at least be an architect. Okay, and now, so this we decided what we take with us. Step one, step ladders, wheelbarrows, crutches, and splints and buckets. Don't want them. Too easy to make,
Oh,
and they're too expensive to start out with.
dwarven wine. They need that so that they can stay drunk, or do they prefer beer?
They don't care. Plump helmet spawn, ton of them. This is our main food right here.
Oh, okay.
And you always do +1 because they come in barrels and 10. So when you get that +1, free barrel. These are the other plants. These are seeds for the other plants. I don't want as many of these, but I want enough to get us started. And once we use them, we'll get seeds from them.
And a bomb rack. That's where we're going. Or no, wait.
We'll go ahead and get some reindeer spleen.
Mm.
Why not? And some plump helmets themselves, just enough to get us through. And then I want to get a female dog and a male dog.
We'll produce puppies.
Yeah. And then all the rest I'm going to put into alcohol. I'll just divide it up. Actually, we may have gone too hard on the reindeer spleen. Let's dial
See,
that
Rickard,
back.
I've never had any problem putting coffee in mine. The water bottle has like a straw in it, but the coffee tumbler doesn't.
And then we'll do one more spawn. And then we will embark.
What exactly is a plump helmet? It's a type of. It's a root vegetable. That's what I'm.
Well, so all of those things are underground
Why
vegetables.
did you skip right over the lore?
Basically, we've struck out from another dwarven colony in order to make our own. Okay. Now, if you see my X on the screen there,
Yeah, little yellow.
so here's our people. We can, if you want to go ahead, we can give them a nickname.
Like the name of the whole colony?
No, this is Tobu Gozofsim, expedition leader. Who's our leader? Ralph.
Oh yeah, let's call him Ralph again. Ralph the Redemptioner.
And he's the leader. And there's our horse. So we just randomly got a horse.
Oh, does it like just randomly give you stuff sometimes?
There's our dogs. So here's the planter and the mechanic. Planter's name?
Woofu.
Are we just repeating?
Woofer's not even here.
I don't think he is.
He's busy designing CSS frameworks.
And the mechanic and architect.
Who was the person who made all our clothes and stuff? What was her name?
Kogan Basalimul. I don't know what the sex is. I imagine Kogan is a male. Who are the bit leaders?
Arnomis is our bit leader right now. Y'all don't have dysentery yet? Not yet. Can you get? I assume diseases are a thing in this game, correct?
We misspelled his name. That's fine.
That's
It's
what
pushed
he
pretty
deserves.
badly, actually.
one of the miners.
Nubbin is our second bit leader, which should not be, but it is.
No, come on. He's got a roommate right now, apparently.
Yeah, it's like cousin or something.
Brother. The other miner.
It's Golinda. Can I see any more bit leaders or is that? Oh, okay, I can. Just scroll right on down.
The carpenter.
Lowly Finn.
Let's see, who's that? The mason.
Levithian Prime. Leviathan crab.
Leviathan. Aphian.
Prym.
Prim.
Prim, yeah.
Okay. So we've got the dwarves. We've got 2 horses that came with us and 2 dogs. And there are various. Oh, there's hippos here.
Oh, well, that's terrifying.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do first. So can you kind of tell what's going on here? Like,
Yeah, this is the valley, and then there's like trees around it.
so the darkness over here is because this is a cross section. That's the mountain, and I can walk up the mountain.
Wow.
See what's happening there?
A little bit, yeah.
And then here we are underground.
Oh.
So we have one level of river underground, and then this is beneath the river.
It's all
and
dark.
The bottom right-hand corner, see, that's the level 144, 145, 146. The brown is tops of trees. And of course the blue is the river. That little square right there is our wagon that we brought with us.
Oh,
All of our
okay.
supplies are currently
In
the
that wagon. So inevitably when something catches on fire.
I don't think we have fires. We can also go down a little bit further here. So we've got like a little valley down here, which is interesting. And right here,
What does the light blue mean on the other side?
light blue is open air.
Oh,
So those are the tops of trees.
okay. Oh, okay.
And right here we've got hematite, which is an ore of iron.
Oh,
Super useful.
what's the brown?
Brown is dirt.
Oh.
So useful, in fact, that I'm going to go ahead and automatically mine that.
Oh no, this autism game. Hello to you too, Element. Lunaminor has a technical question about the KVM module. I'm not going to read all that.
What is it? Your KVM switches maintain a connection to non-active PCs. No. Whenever I turn off one of my DP monitors, Windows rearranges the Windows and the other programs, and it's really annoying. Would like to avoid that when I get a new KVM. So you don't need a KVM like that. There are KVMs that do that, but you don't really want a KVM that does that for a variety of reasons. But you can modify the Windows registry to not do that. So it's not fun, but you can just make Windows not treat the monitor like it's unplugged when it's unplugged. And it's not a KVM thing, it's just something Windows does. But when you switch inputs, it does do that.
So I'm going to make a path into the mountain right here.
I
And then-
gathered that.
Then the X's, I'm actually going to go down into the mountain, and you can run through the Z levels with your dig commands. So you see how we're going down?
Oh. Are we digging straight down?
Straight down.
Can we make the door speak friend and then enter?
Oh, we should.
You can make the doors out of different materials. That's about it.
There's an option for engraved stone on the side there.
Look, I already tried the registry hack, doesn't work for whatever reason. It does work. I do that. That's what I do. If you have a Quadro card, you can actually, there's a GUI for it, but NVIDIA doesn't do that on consumer adapters.
So these triangles here are ramps. So that's a sloping uphill.
Oh, okay.
So we can actually, and one thing that we will want to do is remove ramps, because we don't want bad guys coming
Just
right
run
down
right
on our front door. So we're going to drop the ramps out to here at least. So they'll have to come around into our front door or jump, which will harm them in most cases. The other thing I want to do is cut down some of these trees.
This game looks like it could be fun, but it feels like the learning curve is really high. Yeah, I'm overwhelmed.
So you see those O's that I've designated?
I think so. Yeah, right there.
Right, so as soon as the carpenter gets his axe, we did remember to bring an axe, I hope.
Oh no.
Why is the carpenter not chopping trees? If we don't have an axe, gonna be a real short playthrough. I'm almost
Can we not
positive.
make one? I guess we don't. If we don't have wood.
You're gonna fire the stove with
Yeah.
something other than wood?
Did somebody get the woodcutter job?
Oh,
Carpenter might not be a woodcutter.
that's exactly what the problem is. That's the other job that I forgot. But that's okay.
Because we still got some points.
Because what we can do, well, you don't need points. You do,
Oh, they have relationships.
preferences, labor.
45 minutes to get into game and no woodcutter.
I'm a carpenter, and we want him to do. Cut. Alright, there he goes.
Oh, look at him go.
Chopping them down. Now they're taking off the
The
slope.
ramp, yeah. Oh,
See the wood there?
I act as if I can see the dwarves there, but it's really just characters walking across the screen.
Okay, now, part 2 of this, we need... It's kind of nice that we have stone here, because we can just go build right into the stone instead of having a dirt layer. Although, this complicates the... Well, no, the farm will be fine. So what we'll do is we will farm on the river layer.
That makes sense. Which is, do you need to have like a water system for your garden, I imagine?
Only once, because we have to flood it in order to get mud to start our growing. So we will...
Plants in real life need water all the time. But...
Well, not in Dwarf.
There's some lovely filth over here, Dennis.
So I'm going to dig to the river, but not into the river, because that would obviously have catastrophic consequences. And along the way, I'm also going to make this our like early industrial area.
What the name of Nightbeard Gaming is this? This is Dwarf Fortress. Was that the title? Oh, it's in the title
No,
on the top.
I changed the game or our Twitch title to MIX.
Does Twitch not have Dwarf Fortress in the game
Oh, they
list?
for sure do. Didn't you?
They did, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just making like, I want room for stockpiles and stuff like that, but I don't want giant rooms that will collapse.
Oh, that's an interesting thing to think about.
So I'm going to.
Oh, the support pillars.
I'm just canceling the mining right there.
It's clever. It's clever. What kind of plants do you think would be good in an underground garden? There would be a lot you could grow.
Well, there's lump helmets and pigtails
Yeah.
and rock nuts and
None of those things require sunlight.
Cory bushes. No, but you can do above ground gardening once you encounter the elves.
We need some elvish friends.
The elves,
We need some people from a region.
if you try to trade them something made out of wood, they will never come back because the desecration of trees is not acceptable to them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like even something with like a wooden,
Even if it's in a chest.
or I'm thinking
Oh.
like if you accidentally like, give them an axe, like because it has a wooden handle, they don't like that even.
I don't know if the axes in this game have any wooden parts. I think they're pure metal.
Mushrooms and more mushrooms. Mushrooms I think need a little bit of light. I mean not always, but
They definitely do.
yeah.
So the little
Most edible ones do.
The little asterisks you see there on the screen are chunks of ore. In this case, I think that's galena? Tetrahedrite. So that's copper ore right there. Copper, obviously, not super useful for making things out of. But we might make some arrows or something out of it later.
You can trade that in for more meth.
The
Money for meth.
the red is hematite, which is iron, which is very good, very important.
Can mushrooms grow in caves? In real life? Not that I'm aware of. Like, I think you need at least some light for a mushroom to grow. At least all the edible ones I'm familiar with. There's probably, like, some varieties that can tolerate darkness, but...
And so now we've got a couple of, now the white dot there is dolomite. That is a flux stone, so it's super valuable. I don't really want to build buildings out of it, so I'm gonna build some workshops, but I'm building out of wood. So, carpenter shop.
We just put that in the part where the elves never see it. Yeah, we don't have a carpentry area. That's
They
fine.
don't. They don't come inside. Well, they have one guy that they send inside, but for the most part, you have to build
They
a.
all like camp outside.
No, you build a little pavilion for them,
Oh.
and they won't visit until you do that. And that can be made out of wood, oddly enough.
We're not insulted by it. They just don't question it.
So those guys got thirsty, so they quit. They're heading back to the wagon because everything's in the wagon right now. They need a bucket. I'm not gonna build the carpenter workshop until they unload that top part because I want a stockpile for it. Because you don't want them running out to get wood every time.
Look at the beautiful river going by. There's occasionally other characters in the river. What does that mean? Is that
Fish.
like? Oh, okay.
Well,
That makes sense. I was like, is that like bits of mud? Or...
but also the water runs. Like
Yeah.
there's literally a liquid system. So when we breach that river,
will it just like flow in?
it'll flood in, and we have to build a floodgate system to make sure that it doesn't flood the entire.
Big.
Because if we just tapped it right now, it would flow in and then go down our shaft, and that'd be it.
No.
How about an episode of Knight Rider where they send Kit to Mars? RT Chaser, what sort of drugs are you on?
What kind of crime could he stop on Mars?
Would he sing Happy Birthday to himself every year by himself?
So here's my limited understanding, since some of you guys don't understand either. So we're underground right now, which is what the black void is just
Right,
underground
solid
stone.
rock. Yeah.
And then the area that's kind of being like slowly moved across, that's a build area, and our little dwarf miners are mining that out.
They're
into two
digging
little
that.
rooms.
Now the little apostrophe period stroke marks, that's empty space, but the circles and asterisks are piles of ore and rock that
Uh-huh.
we'll later use.
And then the river, of course, is on the one side, and so that's also underground.
And the little quarter symbols on the river, those are tree roots.
Oh, that's neat.
Okay, so now our work area is done. Build workshop, carpenter workshop, that's BWC. If you're playing with the hotkeys at home, put the carpenter's workshop right there. I'm gonna make it out of, schist. So now we have
Oh,
dolomite, which is an economic stone. We have 58 of those. I don't want to use those. We have this schist and gabbro, which are just garbage stones that we don't care about. So I'll use that to make the carpenter
like
shop.
cobblestone in Minecraft.
I'll also escape, P for stockpile, W for wood, and I will build a wood stockpile next to our carpenter shop. So now that we have, our dwarves are not busy, they immediately became busy storing items in stockpiles because now everybody has a job and they're going to start bringing wood.
Are they gonna just bring it from the wagon, or are they
No,
collecting it from
We
outside?
cut trees down. See?
Oh yeah, look. It's funny to like say stuff like, "Oh look, like you're actually seeing trees cut down," but it's not though.
So there's our
It really requires imagination.
there's
While they're
our building
digging through a
designer.
tunnel. Yeah.
So there he's built the boom, carpenter workshop is up. Now we will BWC, oh no, not C, M, Mason's workshop. We'll put that right next to the carpenter workshop. And we'll make that out of schist. And we will immediately queue up beds.
Very inaccurate aimbot. It's a good username.
Ah, we've hit dirt. Excellent.
So it's gonna be a good source of mud, I assume.
So we'll go ahead and go right up to the river.
Does it build a floodgate now?
We do, but first I'm going to knock down, I'm going to grab that hematite, knock a couple of doors in here, and build workshop T for mechanic. Because, you know, T means mechanic. our last non-economic stone. And we will get these miners busy working on the first series of bedrooms. Now, I like to give my dwarves a nice roomy bedroom, but it's way too annoying to like actually sit and make them a nice shape. So they get long bedrooms.
Just a long, narrow hallway to
Yeah.
sleep in.
That's-
The workshop doesn't really need to be magma safe. Smiley face.
You can eventually do, once you hit lava, you can forge with the lava and then you don't have to use coal anymore. Okay, so those are our bedrooms. And we're gonna go ahead and, oh, Mason Shop's not ready. Looks like they're building. Carpenter's working hard, building those beds. Now we have a mason shop. First thing we want about a mason shop, all doors.
Is the yellow circle our carpenter?
Yes.
Oh.
He's working.
Meow.
That was the sound of a circular saw.
Yeah.
They don't have electricity. They have a circular saw.
So this is going to be our farm. I'm going to back it off of the river a couple just to make sure everything goes well. And I'm going to I'll just put some supports in here so it doesn't collapse.
I feel like you're scared of stuff collapsing because it's happened to you one too many times.
Yeah, that's actually a tactic you can use. Like you can set up supports with mechanisms on them that pull them, and so you can like back the enemy army up into a room, plug them in, and then pull the supports.
Oh.
You can also drown them. Okay, so our people are just passing out to the Z.
Oh, no place to
They
sleep
don't have
at.
beds yet. So he just fell asleep where he was. They don't like that.
They're building memories. They're going to be like, Wufu, you remember that time when we first moved in and we were just sleeping on the floor?
At least they're not outside. Oh, I forgot one important thing. What we'll do up here is we'll set up a zone. And this is going to be a pasture, and we need to put our
Or
horses.
cows and horses.
Because if you don't pasture them, they starve to death.
Wenzel, are you going to Computex?
Yes, I am going to Computech. Galinda gifted Kira sub to
Python Dude 325. Thank you. They've given 62 gift subs to this channel.
Thanks, Galinda.
They do remember shit like sleeping on the floor and grossed up for a long time if you read the character descriptions. Ooh, we should do that. So we can get that immersion. I really want to be committed to my little smiley face son.
I don't think they should be super salty about sleeping on the floor the first
Yeah,
months.
I wouldn't be.
I mean, after a month,
Well,
they should be salty.
I mean, you know, the miners aren't. Oh, he decided to work on the farm first, which actually isn't terrible because we do need to eat.
Whenever I get hungry, I think of that now.
Oh, and we definitely need to start working on mechanisms. Mechanisms will form the bedrock of our defenses.
When do we start getting attacked? Like, could it be any moment now, or
It's
does it
random.
usually wait?
It depends on the savagery. I don't remember what the savagery of this area was. Hopefully not yet, because we have no defenses. So first we'll do traps, and that'll be like a little goblin raid. Traps are fine. But then we'll do, oh, he's created a masterpiece.
Wow.
Well, he was a master mason, because I gave him all the points. So that's not true.
It's just the most amazing door.
And they really like that too. When they see that door, it'll improve their mood. So I'm going to build 2 doors right here. This will be the doors to our farm, and that'll keep the floodwater from going any further.
Look how dirty the floor is.
It's
How can you tell?
It's lovely filth.
It's
What are you
just
talking
it's just what, like mud or sand or something. Loam.
I seem you want it to be all. Was it you said commas were open space?
Well, that's all open space. It's just for effect. They do different punctuations.
That's supposed to be gnomes. Gnomes. Dwarves were carrying some doors.
Yeah. So we've got doors now, and now that we're done with our doors, we actually want to do a floodgate. I'll do 2 floodgates.
Are you guys gonna play Rust again? I wouldn't mind playing Rust again. I think it'd be fun to play on a wider server, but also terrifying.
Did we do that?
I don't think we did. I think we opened it up to the peeps.
No, we chose the server one time, but then we came back to it like a week later and everything was gone. I think they wipe those servers pretty regularly. Oh, they're using up all the dolomite. I guess that's okay because we got so much of it. This is a rich land as far as minerals go. And as soon as we get our floodgates done, we will start the farming process. Still not got any bedrooms. There they go.
Good set of bathtubs near the entrance so the dwarves don't drag mud everywhere.
They don't care.
Clay loam is formable at once, according to Friskins.
Huh. That's new. You don't have to flood it? Are you sure?
I'm just going by what Friskins said.
Alright, well let's test it. So
I
this,
trust Friskins with my life.
this is a farm plot. This one we'll make really big. This is going to be our plump helmets. I want this is plump helmets year round.
Mm.
Big plot of plump helmets. We want this always running. And then we'll make a secondary plot, which isn't as big for miscellaneous other. Actually, we'll do 2 of those. So we can grow all the other crap. Oh, we'll also do farmer's workshop and still. So we gotta get to brewing some alcohol.
Clayland was perfect farming soil IRL too, but not for taters. Yeah, taters don't like to be soggy. I learned that the hard way. Had a bad spring one year.
Gonna put some beds in here.
This is such a beautiful game. Really makes the use of all the graphic enhancements.
Some doors. So now we got 3 nice bedrooms once they haul the furniture.
Do I need to like clean them up with the crap that's in there?
You could smooth out the floor, but we really don't have stone workers to spare right now. Once we get our first wave of migrants, we can do stuff like that. Those rocks will eventually get used.
This game is beautiful, exciting, and interesting. See, I don't know if you guys are just messing with me now, because you know,
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at the plot.
So
That's cool.
he's just
Look at him.
finishing it up.
Yeah, there's a little smiley face in the garden.
All right. So now
Ah,
we're gonna do, like I said. So you see at the bottom there, A, B, C, D. These are seasons. So every season, you can grow something else. We're growing plump helmets all year round in this one. And then in this one, for summer, we'll start with dimple cups, and then that was spring. So then in summer, we'll go cave wheat, and then we'll go.
what are dimple cups? And why do you want to grow them in the
pigtails.
summer?
Honestly, I don't remember what all the things are. Oh wait, we can only do dimple cups and plump helmets in winter. So in summer, let's do 40 bushes. And then over here, we'll do sweet pods in the summer, and cave wheat. Do we do cave wheat? Oh, we don't want to do both.
this game the Steam port? No, I do not believe so. I think this was downloaded literally like on stream while you guys watched.
No, the Steam one isn't done yet. To answer your question, I don't remember which plants are which. Some of them are dye. Some of them are fiber for making clothes. Some of them are food. Some of them are just brewed for alcohol. There's a lot of different ways you can use the plants.
Are the plum helmets? I keep imagining those are like potatoes. Do you make vodka out of those?
They eat them. They can eat them raw. They can cook them. They can brew them. They can do everything with the plum helmet.
Have you ever eaten a raw potato? It's terrible. It's a bad experience.
I've tasted it, but like I did it once and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
RT Chaser plans for Memorial Day? Yeah, get to Taiwan.
I don't have any plans for Memorial Day.
I gotta trim my hedges. I gotta buy a hedge trimmer. I might do that on Memorial Day. I'm not looking forward to that. Alright, we're almost ready to finish the. Is this enough bedrooms? How many people? We had less than 10 people, right? We're like 7 people, right? Now the star-looking things, I don't know what character that is. Those are gems. So we can get a gem cutter and trade those eventually.
Like I said, gem cutter, and I was like, what, so they can get swole? No, that's gem cutter.
The only way they get swole is military training.
Is that a thing that we have to do eventually? We have to hire dwarves? Or how do they make baby dwarves?
Yep.
Oh, can we look at their relationships? What if there's a love triangle in the making? We don't even know about it.
I can't remember how to.
There are relationships. Wow. Oh, Nubbin's very satisfied because he finished up some work.
You want some lore?
Satisfied remembering work within the last season, he felt euphoric due to inebriation.
But he has poor focus and meager ability with social relationships, very bad analytical abilities, and little natural inclination toward music.
This is actually Nubbin.
He dreams of creating a great work of art.
Aww.
He personally sees the guile and cunning as indirect and somewhat worthless.
I mean, just tell me when you've had enough.
Wow. That's so cool. Okay, let's look at the next one. So Nubbin's a little bit jittery, wants to make a great work of art, likes to work.
So also
enjoys being drunk.
Here are his relationships as well.
Oh, he's friends with everybody. What a cool guy. He thinks Galinda's a deity?
No, that's the Ton Letmos.
Oh.
So here's Galinda worships a different deity. Interesting. Who is this? Oh, we're back to Nova. Let's go to. Let's look at Wufu.
Okay, let's look at Wufu.
And
hideously ugly. In life, you should work hard, then work harder. These are good dwarves. Felt satisfied at work, annoyed, dwelling upon having a drink without using a goblet, cup, or mug. So what did he just like slurp it up with his hands?
Well, I think they're drinking from the bear.
He didn't feel anything talking with a friend. Euphoric due to inebriation, annoyed after having a drink without using okay.
So we need to make some cups.
Has a good ability to read emotions and a good spatial sense, but his iffy sense for music, intuition, creativity, and I can't read that from here. It's
Or
dark.
kinesthetic sense.
Okay. He also dreams of creating a great work of art. Nope. He personally values tradition, so he's Wufu is old-fashioned. He is not distracted with being kept from alcohol, so that's useful to know.
Needs alcohol to get through the working day. They all do. Ooh, iron. Nice. Okay. So,
Somehow he doesn't dream of becoming a doctor. Oh, that's a good point. We could have made Nubbin a doctor.
oh, we don't have enough doors. Now I'm going to assign some bedrooms. Everybody gets one.
The whole time Luke was just like, could have had a mug. While he moved all his crap in there. Relationships is the one hotkey Ryan does not know.
I never paid attention to
The
that.
dwarves.
There's
I
so-
guess eventually you get to a point where you have so many, it's
Yeah.
not really relevant.
And they come and go so quickly. Now our planter is not planting, which is well, he planted a couple of things. Well, I don't know the six. Okay, so the next thing we need is we're going to build.
Oh, is there an underground forest there? Oh, that's just.
No, it's the-
Okay.
Yeah, that's the cliff,
Okay. That's kind of cool. We can build a balcony out there.
and the trees are blue. No,
An
one,
infinity pool.
one entrance and one exit.
That seems like a fire hazard.
Critical that you.
What if there's a fire?
It has to be heavily trapped. So what I'm going to build here is a essentially a pantry and a meeting hall.
Oh, will they eat in the meeting hall?
Yes.
Oh. Will they have to build bigger rooms eventually? Like, will they get angry at having to like share that little space, or? 'Cause in like prison architect they do, but
You mean like because the meeting hall is small? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, like will there be enough space for all our little baby dwarves?
We'll do different ones. Eventually, we can do like literal hotels with bards and innkeepers, and adventurers will visit. And we can build musical instruments, and the dwarves can become entertainers.
None of them want. They just want to craft great pieces of art.
Well, that's these, the first wave.
Once they start having a couple kids, those kids don't understand the work it took to get here, and they're like, "I just want to be a musician, Dad."
No, it's the migrants will be like we have no control over what the migrants are. Like, we got to plan these guys out. But the
So
migrants.
you want, like, if they start having babies, will we get to plan what they are like?
No.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what if the child of one of these dwarves is like, "No, I just want to be a musician," and
It
like,
takes the children a long time to grow.
make sure uprooted trees don't leave holes on your roof. I don't think we're at that point yet, but
Well, like right here, see the quarter, the very bottom there.
oh yeah, there's a spot there.
But we're chopping them down. We're not uprooting them. I don't even think that's a. Oh, we need more doors. Always doors and traps. So right now, I'm gonna switch over to building cages.
Why is Rue not allowed in the Fortess? Good point.
And
Do the dwarves not like it if they have an animal inside?
it's well. So the dogs will. We can adopt them. I would prefer not to adopt
Oh,
the
do we have
dogs.
to feed them?
No, you don't have to feed them. But what we're gonna do is put up a front door first of all. We're going to once we get chains, we're gonna chain the dogs right at the front door. So when
We get attacked.
thieves come in, well, the dogs don't last long in combat, but when thieves come in, the dogs can detect them, and we know they're there. And that's still close enough that they can make dog babies.
Let's bet what will end this base. Some kind of incompetence. Something we've forgotten.
I lose most of my bases to vampires. Because once you get them,
Like the Alex Jones vampires? Or...
no, literal vampires. Because once they get in, it's real tough to get rid of vampires. You don't know who it is. Alright, let's see. We got 50 drink and 30 plants. Oh, food stockpiles. Now this will jam up the entire dwarf population for a little while. But that's okay, because we need to get our food. And plus they'll bring the seeds down here, because right now he's like getting one seed, bringing it down here, planting it, and then walking all the way back up to the...
Do we not? Did you just make a storage area for that?
Yeah, all the food will go into this storage area. So that little shape there, that's a bag. So there's a bag of seeds.
Oh, okay. Right. The base will end because there's riots because there are not enough mugs.
Oh, here's our migrants. So you see the X's?
Oh, I do. I see them.
That means they're new. Looks like they brought some animals with them. Wow, they brought a lot of animals. Oh my god, so many animals.
I see them.
So they don't count as ours until they go down to the meeting spot, which is currently that thing, until we build a table.
Hey, friends. Heard you need some help with some labor. Will there be a satisfactory stream in near future? Does that mean, are you not satisfied with this one? Party cam is glitching out.
Now I'm going to put the new animals. So we got a mule, a donkey, a chick who's been adopted,
Aww.
a baby llama, a reindeer calf, a cow, and a water buffalo.
It's quite the zoo we've got going on out there.
So I'm gonna move them up to the, when the goblins come, they're all getting slaughtered. You can't, I don't think you can keep them underground because they have to have grass.
Have you ever played D&D? No, I have not. I wouldn't be like opposed to learning it, but you have to have like a good group for that.
So here's what we got. We got a child. We got a wood burner, which is good. We definitely need a wood burner. We got, that's
what
our planter. We got another farmer. I'm immediately going to,
put them on farming.
I'm gonna give them, so like, farming is a, so this person wouldn't actually do planting. They only do dyeing, butchery, and shearing. I'm gonna make them a holistic farmer and no hauling. So they should work around the clock, just planting.
As long as they're drunk, you know.
Yeah.
Why are we using floodgates?
I thought that I didn't know that loam could be directly planted into. I've not played it since. It used to be that you had to flood everything. We got 3 fishery workers. I always turn them into something else because
Is fishery not worth it? They don't like fish.
We got that stone crafter, leather worker, ranger. I always put the rangers in the military.
That
So
seems useful. You'd be like a scout.
our fishery workers will start out. They will become our smithing workforce, which they will be terrible at first, but that's okay. We also need more bedrooms.
What's new on Twitter, Wendell?
I'm looking at a patch.
No.
Something's broken. Sadly, not Twitter.
Fishery produces a ton of shells. What are shells for? Like, what do you use them for?
Decorations, crafting.
Oh, do dwarves like that?
It's a.
I would put that in my mug if I was that one dwarf who really likes mugs.
Not only do they like it, but it's an excellent trade.
Oh.
So once, actually, that's a good point. We're going to build the depot. But once the traders come, you should really usually focus on like an industry. Like if we want to make clothing.
They all want to be great artists. We should be like a little artist in town that you come to because it's like, oh, get away. It's like a tourism town.
I mean, we can't really control that. They do that randomly. So
It's only because you don't have good enough PR.
There's literally nothing new on Twitter.
build the trade depot over there.
Runs is starting. You guys gotta be on in 90 minutes. I'm already. I read the leaks, and they've all been right so far. I'm just in it for the shit show at this point.
Is this the last episode?
It's the very last episode tonight.
Nice. Well, our view count will be at an all-time high.
What is it? 111 viewers. Not bad, especially for a game. This is a bit of a dense game. I could see how someone might open this stream up and be like,
Somebody's gonna click onto this and just be like, "What is happening in here?"
What if someone gets introduced to the glorious world of Dwarf Fortress from this,
And then forgets to eat or go to the bathroom.
and then they can spend their
And they get
Memorial
a-
Day.
what is it, an embolism, because they don't get up and walk.
Door. So we'll put a table right in the middle of our meeting hall, which will allow it to function as a meeting.
If there's one channel where you can pull this kind of stream off, though, it's probably here, though.
I've tried this before, just by myself, and it didn't go well. But I mean, we went to the chat and asked the chat what they wanted, and like 5 people said Dwarf Fortress, so here it is. Maybe for the only time ever.
I'm genuinely surprised that the river hasn't burst through the thin wall.
Yeah, how does that
No,
work?
that's like a nice thick loam wall. It's never gonna do that.
20 minutes from now,
So-
garden floods, dwarf starved.
Here is our meeting hall. Now from now on, they will gather there instead of outside at the wagon. And from time to time, they'll have a party. If anybody gets engaged or married, that's where they'll get married.
Aw. What if they want to be married outside under the sky, as dwarves love to be?
Nope.
Wait, dwarves love to be under the sky?
That was making a joke.
I don't think they do. I don't think
Oh, did we get? Oh, I haven't given the dogs a position. So, the dogs are hanging out in the meeting room. Well, that's good. That's what you want, dog food.
You know who would love to be in the meeting room?
They're not planting plump helmets, so
Is it not the season?
How do you tell if they're actually planting it? Yeah, what season is it?
it's summer right now.
Those can grow in summer.
No, they grow at all times, but like they're just doing the other ones first. You don't really control. Oh, the reindeer grew up. How are we doing on our?
The dwarves like to get some love and like people. Apparently, they can have babies, which is more than the people in RimWorld.
They
can do.
will move in together too, which is nice because it saves on bedrooms.
Plum helmets are all seasoned like dimple cups. I imagine a dimple cup is like a very delicate, like buttercup flower, but it's edible. And like you bite into it, and like instead of being soft and petally, it's like crunch,
Well, we
like
can
the teacup from Willy Wonka.
we can look at our stocks. Plants.
I think we have a seed stockpile next to it to Chulu. Dimple cups are used to make dye. No, you use them to make cups, like in the Willy Wonka scene.
Oh, we don't have a record keeper. Okay, well, that's something we can do.
The X's aren't people. It's the little circly. They look like little smiley faces are the dwarves. And you'll see them moving around, like when they're doing a job.
So I'll
The
make
yellow X is Ryan moving stuff.
I'll make a big room for our leader, and he's going to be our record keeper. And then once we employ him as a record keeper, we can actually tell what we have. Right now, no one is keeping track.
We have no
So,
inventory at
We
all.
just have a rough idea. It's like, yeah, we've got some food.
We're gonna starve in 2 days and no one knew.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. There's a. Wait.
So like now you guys can probably see like the smiley faces moving around. Those are our dwarves doing jobs.
It didn't let me. So okay, see the purple, Krista, in the pantry, that purple spade.
Yeah.
That's a plump helmet.
Mm.
He's eating it right now.
I would eat some plum helmets.
And the red dot, that was the plump helmet seed left behind.
Oh, cool. So they'll have that for next season.
That like tea-looking thing that he just harvested, that's a pigtail.
What are the pigtail? Are they food or dye?
You can brew them, and I think you can turn them into fiber for plants.
See, I'm imagining a pigtail being kind of like a cattail.
They have a
What-
description, but I don't remember.
We could be looking at that right
I
now.
don't remember how to. So like the stockpiles are there, but I can't go into it. Can I do?
You know, I could just Google it, so you don't have to like dig through it.
Oh, they need buckets. See, I always forget to replace the stuff that I take out in the beginning.
Pigtail dwarf.
Okay, and then meanwhile,
Do we need to start brewing since they're drinking water?
Oh, The wiki says there's a problem.
We've got 30.
See him, see Marquette.
We'll do some brewing. Just brew like 10 of those. But I want to build a furnace.
We should have somehow made the title of the stream a song of ice and fire, but not ice and fire. Something about dwarves that are planting things and dwarves that are making things out of stone.
Dragons plant no trees.
A smelter and a wood furnace, which will. So, like, you got to make charcoal out of wood, and then you use the charcoal to fire the smelter to turn your ore into bars. And then you use more charcoal to turn your bars into smithed items. And then you smelt pig iron into bars, and then you use regular iron and pig iron and flux to make steel. A suit of armor in game will take you like 15 minutes.
Oh, wow. Just like in real life, where it takes about 15 minutes to do that whole process.
But days, like weeks and days, are passing
Yeah.
in rapid time here.
Big Trucker just subscribed to Twitch Prime.
Who is it?
Big Trucker. Thanks, Big Trucker. Did we get a kid, did you say?
Oh, a migrant kid
But yeah. Oh, he's playing make-believe.
by himself.
That's even sad. He's just outside playing in the mud with the animals.
He's making believe that someone loves him.
His parents, are his parents even here? We could be reading his bio right now. Oh, like this whole group was his family. Looks like.
But these people aren't here.
Oh, okay.
This is just.
But a good portion of his family.
But now these people do exist in the world. That's all that shit that was happening.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mother, father, older brother, older sister, older sister. That's amazing. He says he has a nephew too. He's probably too old.
But it's just a child.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense. What's he like? Is there a description for him? Oh, it's a she. She didn't feel anything after playing make-believe. You know, she's been trial, she's tired. Didn't feel anything due to inebriation. She was annoyed after having a drink without using a goblet. They really don't like not having goblets.
We can pop out some goblets as soon as we get the smith up.
She has poor empathy and a poor ability to manage or understand social relationships.
Oh, a little bit on the spectrum.
Well, what else would it be on this stream? I mean, really.
Out of doors. You always need doors. You always need beds. You always need barrels and bins. The division symbol, those are barrels.
Oh, okay.
Still not growing those plump helmets.
I'm gonna look up some Dwarf Fortress artwork so I can really like immerse myself.
So if you donate to Dwarf Fortress, one of the brothers will make a crayon drawing of one of your games.
Ah.
Can I fix the graphics? No.
There are some cool pieces on Google Images when I Google it.
I think these guys aren't doing anything. We need to give them a job. Or buildings are done. Okay, so I'm going to take Regoth Ushul Kukaboo, and he will no longer fish. He will now be a furnace operator.
Here's the crown drawings. Oh, that's amazing. These are the drawings from the creator. They send to there.
Wow.
That's incredible.
This guy will become a wood burner. And this guy will also become a full spectrum metalsmith and wood burner.
Maybe we should get a tile set.
I tried it with the set, I didn't like it.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you get used to it, you know, it's probably just what I'm used to. But Oh, also, so now that we have a ranger, we have combat logs. You ready for this? The ranger has hunted a giant slug. So down to the individual turns of combat,
Wow.
this game is simulated.
No wonder it's so slow.
An artery has been opened by the attack. Giant slug vomits. Doing a lot of that in this.
Yeah, well, it's done. So, oh, it's the body has been cloven asunder. I assume that killed it.
Or maybe just produce many mini slugs, like slimes in Minecraft.
Are there any mini games within Dwarf Fortress?
So well, you don't have to do this first, but adventure mode, you take control of individual dwarves, and you adventure across the same map that you just generated, and that combat you take part in. You decide.
Ooh.
So like, and it's down to the teeth. The teeth individually can be knocked out in that combat. It's incredible.
Takes a level of like dedication
I
that
mean,
I can't really fathom.
it's just, well, if you saw these guys,
We don't have any cave meat.
that's
Do you
good.
need cave wheat? What is it for?
We don't have seeds. So remember all those seeds that I queued up when we started?
Mhm.
We've run out of everything except for whatever reason they're just not growing plump helmets. Which
Who doesn't want plump helmets?
I mean, we
you know?
need plump helmets. Did I not set this up correctly? Oh, there it is. There's also a fertilization system, but I find that it's not useful because you can grow so much. Oh, what's that? Oh, he brought the slug corpse. Oh, right. We don't have a butcher.
He's just like pulling it in to the front doors, leaving a trail of slime down the hallway, and everyone's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I got this thing, guys. What? Are we not gonna eat it?
Oh, the other thing I forgot to do,
Kitchen.
very important, is
You didn't cook your seeds, did you? Question mark.
no, we did a bunch of them, just not playing them. So corpses, I'm gonna put up here, kind of off the map, that we don't have to look at it. And then I'm gonna
Do
make.
they get upset if they have to look at a corpse?
Oh yeah. Well, not only that, but they'll rot. And I'm gonna
And
make
disease.
this a garbage dump.
A midden.
And then right next to that, we'll do a refuse pile. So they'll just bring all their trash up here, throw it in the river. All right, we got our wood burning going on. I'm gonna go ahead and make some bins because we're gonna have a lot of charcoal eventually. And I'll make a bar.
Retro PT's like, I still don't get it. This game is so bizarre.
This whole bottom layer is going to be a bar stockpile, so we'll put our smelted metals and charcoals and stuff.
How do you have the rooms organized? Like, you have the seed room next to the seeds, like food storage, right?
So that middle room, like this, is
Yeah, right.
all food storage.
Okay.
So seeds are here as well. So the seeds go in here, but over here, this is the eating room. So you
Okay.
see, we've got a door from the eating room into the pantry, and then they can also go in there for seeds.
Okay. Do we have a kitchen?
Well, like these little buildings over here, so that's our farmer workshop, and that'll be the butcher shop, and then we'll put a kitchen here
Okay.
eventually.
They're just eating raw plump.
Right. Cooking them destroys the seeds, so you don't want to cook everything. I want to get like a really good plump helmet seed stockpile before I start cooking. Meanwhile, we need to put the miners to work, so let's go down.
Will this work on a Raspberry Pi 1? Asks Big Trucker, and the answer, I think that's what he's asking. The answer is no.
Oh, they said don't do a kitchen yet, so cook seeds.
Well,
Why would they cook the seeds though?
when you cook, the seeds are destroyed for planting, obviously.
Mm.
Right? You know, like if you cooked a pepper, for example. But if you brew, you keep the seeds. So once we start brewing a bunch of plump helmets, we'll have a big seed stockpile. What I'm looking for here is something worthwhile. Ooh, gold. Okay.
Mm.
So there's a big gold deposit down here. And
You have struck native gold. You have struck rhodolite. Galena.
that's silver. Oh, I think we just got down to marble, which is nice. Let's see if this is marble.
Do they like marble for artistic things or?
It's a flux stone. Okay, so let's see what that is. Marble. Alright, so I'm going to explore the marble level. So you just mine and hope that you hit something interesting.
Can you find caves?
There's a giant. Every map has a giant cavern. Needs plump helmet spawn. How do we not have plump helmet spawn? Are they moving it?
I really like the name Plump Helmet.
So the other thing about this is the hotkeys, right? So we've got the gate on a hotkey. So I'm gonna go to like 5, and that's gonna be our exploratory mine. Because once you don't want to be like going up and down the entire time. So I'm gonna change the hotkey 1 to be that, and then hotkey 2 will do the bedrooms. Oh, we have to assign the bedrooms. Do we care about naming anybody else, or are we giving up on that at this point?
Big trucker. Why not?
Wait, are we gonna name them all?
Okay, so we have a hunter, the fishery workers who are now the smithing. Their job won't change until they get good at it.
Oh, okay.
And we've got this wood burner who's also part of the smithing team. We've got the child and a leather worker and a stonecrafter who currently don't do anything.
Let's look at the leather person. What do they get at?
Well, who's going to be big truckers? What I'm saying.
Oh, make him then.
The leather worker?
Yeah, make him big trucker.
I never do this. You want to see him, you say?
Yeah, I want to know. He's improved my ambush. That was satisfying. He feels satisfied upon improving ambush. Within the last season, he didn't feel anything while in conflict.
Oh, he must have fought the slug.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is the hunter? I thought he was a leather worker.
Oh.
He's 72. Damn.
I get the wrong one. Oh,
That's
I did.
I want to read about the leather worker. He feels. Oh, she feels good. Feels euphoric. Feels tenderness remembering talking with. Oh, she's married. Within the last season, she felt pleasure near a fine door. She was annoyed after having a drink. They all really,
That was
really
that.
get salty about that.
That was that masterpiece tour.
Oh,
They really like that.
They really. It's mentioned multiple times. She's married to 4 children.
Galinda says, "Deja vu. I'm a minor."
She's 88 years old. These are old dwarves. They're all gonna die, aren't they?
Well, they live. These are dwarves. They live like forever.
Oh, okay. Strong, agile, and tough, but she is quick to tire, and so very slow to heal. So she's sickly. Poor analytical abilities, a meager and an iffy sense for music. She's currently more rude, she's currently more fearless, she's currently more confident. She needs alcohol to get through the working day. Same. Oh, she's very religious apparently. She's unfocused if she doesn't pray in the morning. Interesting. Is her spouse with us? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to look again.
Let's find out. Oh, I got the stonecrafter, so he came
Oh.
with her,
Great.
and that's their kid.
Aww.
Oh, wait,
that's
no.
great. No. Dwarven child.
Is Captain ours? They might have left.
Yeah,
their
yeah,
kid.
no, look, no, the kid's there.
Okay, yeah, that's their kid.
Their kid's someone who's like a little bit autistic. She doesn't understand social cues.
but you know, it's probably okay because she's living in a where there's only what is like 12 people.
It's hard to read the dark red on the black. That's what I'm struggling with.
Right.
I mean, the text is small, but it's not that small in this
This
game.
is the highest level of zoom before the font changes. We'll even, you know what? We got so many bedrooms. We'll give the child a bedroom. Why not? Since her parents are shacked up, and we don't have to get them too. Oh, finally, the plump helmets are going in. All right, so we've got some charcoal. Keep making charcoal. Never have enough of that. And we'll start to smelt. You know, let's do some. Actually, you want to do gold goblets? Let's do some.
I bet they would like that.
Let's do some
They'll get
gold
really less annoyed after not having to scoop alcohol out of the barrels with their bare hands.
And that, I don't know what that is. That is malachite. Oh, I think malachite might be an iron ore as well. Did we? Oh no, we didn't get the gold. All right, let's get the gold.
You got all excited, and I think you just freaked out.
Oh, and we need to put our leader to work. Oh, I didn't build any thrones. All right, we're humming along. Let's go ahead and build the forge.
The one that says, I'm environmental health and safety manager at the sand and gravel mine. Basically, in the game, yeah.
We're mining a lot more than that.
Oh, we're out of drinks.
Ooh, they don't like that.
So you can come in here and force tasks. So let's force 5 drinks. So they're making some pigtail brew. That'll be delicious. Oh, okay. So the other thing we need to do is build storage. All right. So now, if you look at the, actually, we can open up the map. If you see the controls on the right hand there at the bottom,
Traffic area.
priority. See where I'm moving?
Oh,
Priority?
yeah.
So I can set a 7 priority dig, which is what I'll do here, and
Will that put that higher priority if it's 7?
lower.
Oh, okay.
So this will be just like work on this when I don't give you something else to do, which is really handy. I didn't always have that. So I want, I just want some storage over here. I'm just gonna put furniture and like the goods that we finished and stuff. Because right now, everything's being stored in these workshops, which is a huge mess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, create another masterpiece door.
Oh, man. Who did it?
Leviathan Prim. He was
Oh.
responsible for both of them. Actually,
Didn't he want to create
look.
great artwork?
5. He's created 5 masterpiece doors.
He's becoming a valiant dwarf in our fortress.
We also now have a rooster.
Oh, don't we have a chick somewhere?
That's what grew to be the rooster.
Oh.
Someone is sleeping in the pantry, and yet everyone has a room.
Sometimes you just get drunk and pass out in the pantry.
It happens sometimes.
Okay, so we have 40 drink. They're really not focusing on plump helmets. Why don't we give this stonecrafter?
What's that purple?
That's miasma,
Oh, okay.
because that slug is rotting.
Oh, good.
Which doesn't make any sense because did I not do? This was incorrect.
You just dragged that slug and left it in the conference room.
This is supposed to be a refuse stockpile.
The Steam version is a graphical upgrade.
Enable. What's that? So that stockpile was supposed to be for garbage, which is the slug corpse has become. Instead, it was designated for animals because that's the default choice. And
Oh.
they put the traps there instead of. Speaking of traps, we have not been building traps. So, cages. Cage traps basically just line the walls. When the bad guys come, we want them to have to go through a never-ending stream of cage traps. So if we get a goblin invasion, once they break the doors, we
You just
basically
eat them?
we just capture them. Now you can't eat them.
What do you use them for? Information or?
No, you just
No.
you can't trade them. I mean, they're just there. What you can do is you can like build a chain or like build a room with a chain in it,
Mhm.
chain them into the room, and send the military in.
Oh, I'm using this practice.
You can also
That's
build a
brutal.
room with like a bunch of chains and chain all of your goblins in there and then open a floodgate. There's lots of ways that you can deal with goblins. You can drop a bridge on them. People get real creative with that. They just won't plant the plug helmets. I don't know why. Oh, right. Okay, so we need to build this guy a chair so he can sit and do his tallies. We also need to assign a bookkeeper. Our leader. Who was our leader? Oh, actually, that guy's the better.
Well, we got a talented worker.
Yeah, the Stonecrafter's better at it than Ralph. But Ralph's our leader, so you know what? I'm going to let him do it. He's also our broker, our doctor, our manager. We don't need these three yet.
I like to submerge the goblins in magma.
Zulu.
This isn't about efficiency, it's about sending a message. I like to hear their screams when they're lowered in.
Mail the other goblins his limbs.
So now Ralph has his office, and we will set him about the task of counting our goods. So there he is. Oh, right, chairs. We don't have any. We have a table. We don't have any chairs. We need chairs.
That also leaves their iron gear behind and no need to deal with the rotting smell. That's a good point. What is the difference between Legacy Dwarf Fortress and SDL Dwarf Fortress? Oh.
Probably just the
Hey, they cleaned up the corpse.
graphical mode. Yeah, I finally gave them a place to put it. They didn't have a place to put trash. Okay, so now we will do furniture. Oops. Golden. Oh, must be other objects. Golden goblets. Do like 5 of those. Meanwhile, let's start with some hematites. And I'm gonna make charcoal and then repeat, so it's just like never stop making charcoal because we're not gonna run out of trees. You know what? Let's just cut down a couple just to be sure. Because I'll forget.
Did they ever carry? It looks like there's still trees that have been cut down that haven't carried in.
Well, there's nowhere to put it because we've only got this one little stockpile for wood, but that's fine because
Okay.
you know it's not gonna rot. I don't think it rots. It might.
The nude pack is probably what you want. I've never seen that.
There's one where they do the character set and everything with it, and they give you like the mod manager and all that stuff. It's real easy to get started with this one though. Okay, everybody has a bedroom. Oh, let's check out our exploration. So
Do we have
Whoops.
some people scouting?
well, Underground, yeah. See?
Oh, underground.
Oh,
What is that?
a caravan.
Huh? Are you underground right now?
No, it snapped to we have visitors.
Oh.
See them?
Here they come. They just rolled their wagon into ours somehow, but that's fine.
Well, no, that's our trading depot. Now you
Oh.
see those guys like the at symbols that look a little. These little dudes here.
Mhm.
That's a guy in armor.
Ooh.
That's a human. And right now we really don't have anything to trade. Now he wants to negotiate, so he's saying,
What about the masterwork doors? Can we sell the masterwork doors and just make some new ones?
"I've installed most of them, but I don't know what they give us for that." So this is our way of saying, "Hey, what do you want us to bring you?" Right?
Wombat leather?
Actually, let's get some leather because
We have a leather worker who's not really doing much right now. I think.
yeah, and I don't plan to like breed.
You got any seeds?
Yeah, actually, well, I always get seeds. I will definitely take steel from them.
Tribute says sell mechanisms.
I'll pay top dollar for steel and pig iron. And yeah, seeds will definitely get all the kinds of seeds. Fulfillment will be a priority. Don't really care about much else. We could do an above ground garden if we wanted to. Let's just get some seeds for that.
Puppy 007. Hello.
Onions. Dwarfs loving some good onions.
And other than that, you know what? I'll take charcoal. So they're saying they want short swords, gems, windows, bracelets, earrings, rings, meat, headwear, handwear, and footwear. So they mostly want jewelry. So what we can do here, we can look through our stuff and decide if we want to trade anything. So we don't have a lot of food. We don't have a lot of the copper battle axe is what we're using to cut down trees. We don't want to trade that away. We got a little bit of cloth.
Have you done that before? Like traded an axe by accident?
We've got the gold we could trade. We've got these cages. We could trade away, like we've got some fish and meat, but we probably don't want to do that. We could trade our goblets that we just made.
No, we shouldn't do that because they all get salty about having no goblets.
We can make more. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of stuff to trade at this point. Unless we just want to trade our gold bars.
Gold's valuable enough that we want to keep it, right? For using it ourselves?
I mean, it depends on what they have, but I think we can live without trading for a season. What are our diggers up to? All right, they're down here.
Probably digging a hole.
They got quite a bit of gold and gems. Cool. Grab these gems. When we get our next wave of migrants, we can start crafting actual crafts.
There's probably plenty of gold on this map if you've already found some.
Woo! Looks like we might need some barrels. And bins. Can't have enough of either of those. And we've got chairs finally. Some chairs in here. Oh, we've got some iron. So I'm gonna make some iron chains for our dogs.
Whilst we keep outside the door. Probably plenty of gold on this map. You already found some.
Oh, look at all those gems. Nice. Yeah, I mean, look at this. We got this gold, and then we got
Oh,
this gold down here.
all like the fishery workers are just getting busy doing things that have nothing to do with fishing.
They'll learn. They'll learn to be something else in time. Then their name will change. Oh, we're out of cages. So yeah, just kind of wait right now. I'm at a point where I need more dwarves. Looks like the slug is rotted away. That's good. Our traps are done, except they need to be loaded.
Liam says since we have Malachi, we can also smelt copper.
Didn't you say copper was not really worth much?
I mean, it's fine for, you know, goblets and stuff, but not for weapons. Armor. I mean,
Oh, we should, yeah, make copper goblets.
can you imagine a sword made out of copper?
And just immediately just crew.
No, we're still making gold goblets. Oh, no, okay. We're out. Oh, because we're out of charcoal. So we probably need a second wood burner. I really love maps where you hit coal, because then you don't have to make your own. Yeah, let's do a furnace. Where's furnaces? This is where I just start getting sloppy with my design. I don't care. Chris doesn't hate it. She understood what was happening.
I have a vague understanding of what's happening, but yeah, I feel like I would need a more visual medium. I mean, not that I can't see our dwarves happy and free rolling around in our
Well,
keep here, but
they're only capable of the one smiling icon, so it's not like
they're always happy, right?
when you see them blinking and like flashing with other characters. That's when terrible things have happened to it. Also, the bad things that can happen to them. So every one of those dots is a status effect.
Oh,
And you're like, wow, that's a lot. And then, like, it just keeps going. And it actually, yeah, you can go over it too. So, like, a lot can happen.
They're
to
all,
these
look how
little-
happy they all are, though. They know.
No, they're fine now. Well, there's no way nothing bad has happened. Okay, we got our second wood burner, and we will just continue to make charcoal. Plenty of wood.
Something about needing more traps.
Yeah, the carpenter's busy with that stuff right now. I'm gonna make the leather worker a wood burner. And we'll go ahead and make those cages. Does everybody have a job? The mechanic doesn't have a job, which should definitely make a difference. Alright. Now we just wait for migrants. And then we'll start steel production. That'll be exciting. Oh, those yellow things are goblets. They're storing those in the pantry. I think we have just like open goblets of alcohol in the pantry. We're running out of brew.
They better just, everyone stop working and just drink all those goblets. Is the camera bouncing for everyone? Apparently that was happening earlier and we thought we fixed it.
No.
But I did that.
Damn it.
Probably the Avio. It's a cantankerous little guy. The merchants are leaving. Oh well. We'll get them next year. Fortification, a gate I've never heard of.
You guys want anything from downstairs?
No, I'm good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make those
I'm just enjoying the delicious salt.
chains. Salt.
Yeah,
Who's salting?
the reactions are coming in to the episode being released.
Oh, wait. Does it start at 8 o'clock?
It's 9:30 now.
When does the show start then?
I think 9.
Wait, we got spoilers in our chat? Bannon.
No, there's no spoilers in the chat. I'm looking them up. I already knew what was gonna happen, but it's confirmed. Oh, it's 10 Eastern.
So it hasn't happened yet.
Except I'm seeing screenshots of it, so someone's seeing it in their time zone.
Wouldn't it always run in the real time zone? Do they let those filthy Australians see it first?
Maybe.
Okay. So it's really just need people at this point. Oh, we're not smelting anything. Alright, let's do some... Let's go ahead and get on the road to steel. What do you think?
Steel gives us like armor and weapons and stuff, right?
Well, technically we make it out of whatever we want, but steel is
Steel
the
for the
best.
best. Yeah, let's do that then.
Oh! Migrants. Finally. Let's see what we got. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, pig, 10.
You say pig?
We got a pig.
Did you get? Oh, I thought you got pig iron.
So we got a puppy, a gosling, water buffalo, mule, peachick, and a bunny. We didn't get a pig. P stands for something else, I guess. Okay, so now we have a wealth of workers. So I'm going to immediately... Ah, yes, a new farmer.
Oh, I'm pretty mellow. Just subscribe. Hello, thank you. Are puppies any good for food? Never.
And you can't eat anything.
We can probably eat anything, but we won't eat our roos.
Oh, we got a poet. He's planting seeds. Okay, crafts dwarf. Nice. So the crafts dwarf, you know what? I'm going to take this peasant. Will he be the best at that job? Yes. So the peasant is going to become a jeweler. Because you don't really need training for that, right? She's totally engrossed.
I'm reading leaks.
And then our crafts dwarf will be a universal crafter. And we'll go ahead and open up some more area here. Oh, I will not shut up about these cages.
From peasant to jeweler. I usually put my peasants in the military, so it's to jeweler.
Yeah,
Just like the American Army does.
we're not quite there yet. So let's build a jeweler. And we'll make that out of
I don't understand your city zoning.
slate. And we'll also do a craft dwarf's workshop. We'll make out of also slate. Well, I want them to have. Actually, I want to make a bigger hallway here. So basically, I just want them to have at least 3 tiles or 2 tiles to walk on, and then the buildings just off to the side.
You do 2 tiles so people can get past each other.
Right, they will run into each other if you don't. And then, so up here, what I'm going to do is stockpile. So furniture, you always have a lot of furniture stored up somewhere, so we'll have a big chunk of furniture. And then we'll do finished goods, which is like stuff we've made. And then we'll do leather, which we don't have any of right now, I don't think. And cloth, a little bit of that. And then we'll do a stockpile down here of gems.
What do you use the gems for? Just for trading or jewelry?
Well, you can, so you first cut them, right?
Yeah.
Because like they're rough. Then you have cut gems, and you can trade those straight up, or you can encrust. So like those goblets we made,
We could have
we could
gems
put
inside
gems
of
on
them.
them, and they really like that. Oh, we're gonna need some bands for those gems.
The jeweler just goes over and like reaches into a barrel and eyes won't work and just shoves it in a goblet.
Uh-oh, a fey mood.
What does that mean?
So it could mean a variety of things. Most likely, the farmer dreams of creating a masterpiece.
Oh,
right?
let's look at.
Well, it's going to tell us what's going to happen here. So that's him. See the question mark?
Where is he? Oh, okay, yeah.
So he's probably going to take over a workshop. Crafting. Oh, he was just waiting for us to build a crafting workshop
So he could do it.
to fulfill his crafting fantasy. Now here's the part where he tells us what he desires, right? So we got to look at the workshop. He wants bones.
Ugh.
Now we don't have bones.
He screams, I must have bones.
So that means one of the animals has got to go. Now, who's it going to be? The blue ones are adopted. They cannot be butchered, but everybody else is up for grabs.
2 horses.
I had some mule when I was a kid.
How many?
It was not tasty.
I mean, we really just want his bones, but we will eat the meat.
Do we really want the bunny? Like, is the bunny useful?
You want it to get a little bunny? It's your choice.
I mean, I'm not that, but
Yeah, I don't. The rest of them could be useful. I don't know if the bunny would be.
Wow.
Bunny-
The bunny is ready for slaughter.
bunnies breed prolifically. Though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if we get
We've
another
only
one.
got the one male, so you can also gild the animals, which is hilarious.
Of course you can in this game.
So momentarily, little Peter Cottontail will be taken to the butcher shop over there.
You think is that one dwarf just screaming in his workshop?
Uh,
I need bones. Literacy. Spell moods are scary. Will he get like really freaked out and angry?
He will stay there until he dehydrates,
Wow.
unless we give him what he wants. No one is butchering the bunny. I think they're all too busy. Do we need an animal handler for that? I don't think we... Oh, we just need a butcher. Can I prioritize that? Yes. Do it now. Stray bunny has been slaughtered. Kristen.
No, I'm fine with that.
Well, life just gave us 1,000
You're
bits.
so hard.
I did. Where did you? I literally just did that. Oh,
So they should take those bones to the
Did you get that pretty mellow?
I did. I
refuse
just the 1,000
pile.
bits.
Why is he not going to get the bones? Have they taken them out yet?
We have a butcher shop and a. Do we have a tanner? We have a tanner, right? So we have a leather worker.
No, we don't have a tannery. Oh, there's the bones. So you see the little blue guy carrying them there?
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna drop them off. and the farmer should be along to collect them. I'm pretty sure those are bones. See, that's rat remains
Mm.
and stray bunny skull.
That's gonna be an amazing piece of artwork for that guy.
Yeah.
Did you guys see we have like 3 different flavors of single serve jerky downstairs?
No,
It's amazing.
we got new stacks the other day. I noticed though.
He's not moved. Maybe the bunny does not generate like
Enough bones.
it's just a skull. You know what? We should probably kill something else to be sure. Let's kill something big.
Maybe
What
the
about
reindeer.
some,
Are the
reindeer?
reindeer worth anything?
Definitely has bones.
That'd be cool too. Well, I guess it was a cow, but I say it had antlers, but
Hey, they're doing the thing with the mushrooms now. They're randomly generating mushrooms on the. I forgot what they're called.
Uh-oh.
a large hyena twisted into a humanoid form. It is crazed for
This-
blood and flesh. Its eyes glow yellow. Its
this
black
is-
hair is long and shaggy.
This is a were hyena.
Oh.
This is the end of the colony. So the
You
were
don't know
hyena,
that.
no, the were hyena is like a werewolf except hyena, right?
Okay. It laughs
His-
at us while it kills us.
His bite will infect other people with the were hyena
Oh.
disease. We won't know until the next lunar
Moon
cycle.
cycle.
So the only way to deal with that is to lock them up and just seal off the room. But we don't know who they are. So,
Won't we know if they're bitten though? Like, won't it give us that status effect?
no. That's just like with vampires.
Well, GG, says Mia.
So here he is. You see this icon down here, the N with the squiggle over it? We don't
Will he not get caught up in the traps?
have a military.
Well, you have dogs and traps, but I don't think that would. I wouldn't think that would stop a
But
crazed beast.
Yeah, the dogs aren't even. Now the traps should catch him. So what we have to do now is we have to create burrows, right? So the idea of the burrow is this is where people are allowed to be during times of crisis. So we'll let them be here, and we'll let them be at their beds, but then that'll be it.
Not allowed to be on the main level.
And then, so for the alerts during the active alert, will restrict to burrow 1. So our civilization is now in an active alert. They can only go to burrow 1, which means they have to be underground. We've got the carpenter is outside at least. And I don't think he's fast enough to round that corner before the hyena gets him. So we might lose our carpenter. Let's see what happens. Oh, definitely not fast enough. Oh, the hyena got past all the traps.
Wow.
He's inside.
Oh, we got him.
The one dwarf looks.
Oh,
pretty
no,
dead.
we didn't get him. He's just bored there. Oh, there you go. We got him. So we lost 2, but we got the hyena. Okay.
So do we? How are we supposed to their corpses so they don't get infected?
Well, there's a graveyard. But let's check out the combat.
This one said you have to read it.
Huh?
The were hyena strikes the carpenter in the left lower leg with its kumquat wood legs, and the injured part is crushed. The artery has been opened by an attack. The force pulls the left knee, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone, and tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament has been torn and a tendon has been torn.
So I think that's the end of it. So yeah, he just went through those guys like paper towel. And now we've lost.
The kid's just playing make-believe.
Oh,
Big trucker's missing.
Smith. Oh, that's right. So the bunny's dead. We know about the bunny being dead. The slug is dead. We know about the slug. The woodworker's dead because someone has seen that. The other big trucker, no one's found his body yet. So, unfortunate. Now we'll go ahead and come off of alert. Let them deal with that. Hey, the good news is we got bones now, all right? Now they found it. So they just found Big Trucker.
Oh no. Poor Big Trucker.
Now we need an animal stockpile. I guess we'll just do that out here. Because they need a place to put. Well, you know what? Let's build like a kill room. So I want to do the barracks over here. We'll do a kill room over here.
Is that like just a trap room or?
Well, it's just when something gets caught in a cage, we're going to put it in here.
And then kill it.
And then we're going to put a chain on the wall. But I don't think we can necessarily, I don't know if you can safely get the were-hyena. Let's see, what's going to happen is that were-hyena is going to turn back into a dwarf.
Oh, they're gonna see the body and be upset?
Well, they're not one of ours. Or it's maybe a human or elf or something. But it's gonna, you know, it's like a werewolf. It's gonna go back. Then we have to kill that person.
Oh man. With magma, right?
It's rough.
We don't have access to magma. It's early
See,
game.
I really liked his idea of making a murder
But
ring.
see, when you hit the magma, you open up. He still wants bones.
They're like, dude, someone just died. And he's just in the workshop screaming, bones!
But there's so many bones in the refuse pile now, right?
You can't go out there and get those.
What is
himself.
this?
There's 2 bones there. What?
Oh, that's teeth. That's Big Trucker's teeth.
Oh, that doesn't seem like that bodes well for him.
No, he's dead. His corpse is right next to it. Oh, the other thing that we have to do, we have to build slabs.
What does the slab do?
That's a memorial.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna need 2 slabs.
Give like a description like the ones in RimWorld.
They have to be engraved.
Oh.
So if we don't engrave a slab for them and memorialize them, they could haunt the colony.
Oh.
I keep hearing you saying it's like that noise that I swear I think something's in the attic because I keep hearing like something. It sounds like somebody's in the front office.
Oh, you mean for real here?
Yeah, I thought Krista was in her office earlier before Ryan got here, and then there was just nobody in the office.
It's like a mouse or
And it
something.
was a spooky quiet.
Mouse big enough to make the noise that you would make.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
Krista-sized mouse.
He comes in there and the mouse is just at my computer and it scuttles away.
It would be at least 5 pounds if it was a mouse.
You need something, motherfucker?
Takes my headphones off. I'm trying to play Overwatch right now.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. So what is this thing? We caught something else too. Oh, there's an elf and a dwarf. Cisa MP. And who's this? Oh, Lolifin got caught in a cage while he was fighting. Oh, he probably got bit. Did Lolifin fight? He did. He got bitten.
We gotta put him away.
Sorry, Lolifin.
Is there any way to cure them of
No.
Oh, we gotta put him down then.
Yeah, the cure is.
Mercy death.
Oh, okay. So he finally got his bones. He has become his mysterious construction. So he will not go insane. That's good. All right. Well, first things first. Weapons. So we will build some. Oh, did we ever make steel? I don't think we ever made steel. We gotta make some steel. Enough steel for a nice sword or a spear or something.
Did you have a recent death in the office you didn't immortalize on a slab?
Okay.
Krista, you gotta work on the new website.
New website for what?
Level 1.
I did a new website for level 1 and you're like, no, let's change it.
Well, we have articles and stuff. You just need to make an article page for that theme.
Except I had originally done it in 777 and then you said let's move to 8. And that's fine. But it means I need to redo it, and also like adding in the way you want to do articles is like a pretty big feature change. So
It's been a while. There's a write up.
We had an intern who tried to do a Drupal 8 site for us, and bless his heart.
He's doing well in his new thing, which is still pretty technical, which is taking care of WordPress.
Yeah, he's working like an in-house position, so he doesn't have to like switch between projects as much, so that's probably good for him.
No, I mean, I'm glad that he's learning, like even WordPress is good. I mean, that's good. Good practice. Especially all those updates.
Alright. We should have
There's really not a shortage of WordPress work. They'll be busy for a while.
just enough steel for a nice spear. We'll draft our first military
Oh, what's that?
a
Reindeer bone flood.
bone floodgate. It doesn't seem like that would be effective.
But I guess we can use it.
Sell that probably. I mean, we can't.
We could put it over in the.
We don't need that though because we got the loan. Okay, so now we will begin our crafting in earnest. So we're just going to cut everything that we've got.
The light's so bright, it's like making one of my eyes like not see as good.
Now, okay, Krista.
They're unbreakable, says Tachulu. A bone floodgate.
Oh, that's good. We can make crafts.
Friendship
So,
bracelets for all the dwarves, except
rock-
for the ones who's a werewolf now.
Rock is obviously cheapest, and then wood is second cheapest. Bone, you don't always have. Shell, so like earlier somebody was talking about shell.
Yeah.
Oh, but first we have to engrave our slabs. I forgot about that. So we'll go
We don't want no ghosts.
ahead. English and big trucker.
And one guy. Might as well go ahead and make his.
If they go crazy, will they pull people out of the dwarf or out of the caskets like the ones in Rimworld?
Just attack each other. We only lost 2, right?
We gotta kill the one guy.
Yeah, we have to kill the other mercy kill.
Oh, that's right. Lilith has to die. Harsh.
It's a rough world.
It's like, hey, we're making a third slab. What's going on, guys? Nothing.
It's like, Mr. Mason, don't tell anybody about this. We're gonna need another slab.
I don't want to upset anybody.
So let's build. Is it V for restraint? Yep, right here. This is our killing chain, which we will make out of iron. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some dogs out here. Now we would have lost the dogs to the werewolf, but they're super valuable for catching thieves. Oh, all of our critters just ran for it. Something spooked them.
Probably nothing. Let's just continue as if nothing happened.
We're also out of wood.
Someone said we could put our animals underground if we did something. I can't remember what it was. It was a few comments ago.
I don't know how to do that. You'll have to tell me what it is.
Oh, Meme said it's not the bone part, it's the legendary quality. Legendary is unbreakable.
The light's so bright. It's like
It
it's
is
weird.
terrible.
I'm starting to get like a permanent spot on one side.
It's probably fun.
Okay, so let's create a
But
squad.
they need to see our beautiful faces.
Create a metal armor squad. And we will use. Oh, we have a trapper. Where do we get a trapper?
Was he part of the caravan that showed up?
Oh, we'll use this ranger. Ranger. And have we made steel yet? I think we have. Let's go ahead and make a steel. Chris, I'll make it your choice on weapon. You can have mace, spear, short sword, warhammer, battle axe. That's all.
Let's do Warhammer.
Bludgeon to death the were creatures. I like it.
It's about sending messages to their pulverized corpse.
Meme says you need to flood a large area underground, dig down to it from the forest, And the stuff will grow slowly there and count as grass for pasture.
It's a lot of
Oh.
work. Oh.
Oh, look. The hyena's back. He transformed in his cage. So, you can starve him, but as a hyena, he will reset all of his starvation thirst. So he'll never actually die. Although Lillifin didn't turn. I don't know if
At the lunar?
I mean, the
Has
other
it been a full month?
the elf did, and Lillifin didn't.
Oh.
But I don't know if we can trust that.
I don't know if I trust that. Could we keep him in a cage for like another month just to make sure?
He will eventually die if he's not some sort of were creature.
Oh, we can't feed him in the cage?
Inside the cage, I don't think there could. Oh, we lost our woodcutter, didn't we? Unfortunate. So let's say that this fisher dwarf has just become a woodcutter and a carpenter. Congratulations on your. Oh, he's also a metalsmith. Whatever. A man of many talents. I think it canceled my. Oh no, it didn't. I wonder if we recovered his axe. Why is no one cutting trees?
How do you know when it's a full moon? Like, does it give you some sort of warning or?
It tells you that he transformed. Okay, let's have.
I hate to kill Lillifin if he's not actually a werewolf, but like, I don't know, man.
But
The other result is everybody dying.
what if he is, though? I like how also the walls are just covered in blood now.
Do they not ever clean that up?
I don't know if they clean or not. These trees aren't yielding much.
Do you think they tweaked it?
Hmm?
Do you think they tweaked it? So that the trees don't produce as much wood?
No, our earlier trees did. Okay, let's check out and see. So he's got his hammer, I think. And so now we will assign the elf.
To be bludgeoned to death. Put down like the beast he is.
Why is. Who was it? It was Lillifin, right? It won't let us assign Lillifin to the chain.
He might be a were-hyena, but at least he's not a vampire, or worse, an elf.
He might be okay because it's. There might be another way to kill him. I don't remember. So now we're just going to do it repeating hematite, big iron. No, we don't have this. Okay, that's fine. I also need to restart the charcoal production.
So do we now have to murder the one guy?
We don't know. Okay, so there he is. Let's take a look at him. Oh, it's a her! Her eyes are teal.
Her hair is saffron.
The ruthless protection of nature.
Murder.
I think there's a way to see what she's holding. Alright, so we'll take our squad rocks of confusing and we will kill the elf.
Elf is killed. She's crying. Please
Here
don't!
he comes.
Please don't do it! What are you doing with that warhammer?
It's there any chance the elf bit them while they were thrashing about?
While she's not in high uniform, I don't think it matters. So here we go.
I can't read that.
Militia commander bashes the elf in her left lower leg with the steel warhammer, explodes into gore. An artery's been opened. The force twists the left knee, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. Bashes the elf in the right lower leg, like he's just beating her legs. Force pulls apart the right knee, tearing the muscle and bruising the ligament. Bashes the elf in the head with the steel warhammer, bruising the muscle and fracturing the skull. Force pulls apart the neck, tearing apart the fat, bruising the muscle, tearing apart the upper spine's nervous tissue. Bashes in the head again. The injured part explodes into gore.
T-Warrior 913 just subscribed to Twitch Prime.
Death is all around us. This is truly horrifying.
Miam says making sure she can't run away first. Smart.
Even though she's in this trap room.
So, there we go.
Is the other dwarf starving at this point?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how we let him go. I think we have to install his cage somewhere.
Look in his bedroom.
And
It's into some kinky stuff.
maybe the chat knows how to release a dwarf from a cage, because I'm not positive.
The chat wants you to release her. I don't know if that's worth it, but
Alright. We should let the chat decide. I mean, we're ever going to play this again? It's 10 o'clock.
yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
We might as well just roll the dice, right? Or slabs.
Are they great?
Probably. No?
Oh no.
Do this.
We're gonna get ghosts. Link the cage to a lever to open it.
Oh, we can memorialize the elf. Let's do it. Why not?
Well, we don't want her ghost here, right?
That's a good point. I don't know if we can get elf ghosts. Alright, we're doing good on food.
I hope that they carve her likeness as she appeared in death. Just bludgeoned.
Just with no head.
Yeah.
Where'd the goblets go?
I think they used them. They're not complaining anymore.
There's so much crap everywhere.
So, like, once you give them a room, some people start collecting things. So this guy has a glove, a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
This probably came off the elf.
Can you get infected from the pig leather shoes of the elf?
I think it's
He
gotta
like
be.
bludgeons her to death and he's like, this is truly horrifying.
Yeah, it's just looting.
Death becomes us.
So if I build a cage, right? It's a cage. I don't know the cage hotkey. Cage. So if I build a cage here, oh, I have to know what it's made out of. That's a pomelo cage. Okay, so build cage. Build it right here. Oh, we have 2 pomelo cages. Alright, go. And then we need a lever. Okay, there he is. And then we need to link to a cage, to the dwarf cage. You can also trap things in cages and drag the cages into the common room and let them enjoy whatever.
Oh,
you trap.
like go-go dancers from the banquet hall.
So maybe the weird hyena that lives forever would be a good decoration.
Well, that would terrify them as it transformed. They'd run from it, so you wouldn't want that in the kitchen.
Maybe just,
Its fur, it's molting all the time.
Smells like a wet dog.
maybe just some small goblins would be better.
All right, we're letting him out. as soon as somebody has time to pull that lever. Oh, he's hurt. Okay. He's. Let's check out and see what's wrong with him.
Werewolf. Hyena.
Okay, so he needs diagnosis and a crutch. Oh, here we go. Here's his problems.
Cannot stand, cannot fly, or G. Cannot grasp, so his hand's messed up.
No, it's G squiggle. Oh, grasp impaired. So he took some hand damage. We didn't ever build up hospitals. We'll put the hospital down here in the residential section. The residential wing.
So when Lilifin becomes a hyena, he has easier access to everyone's bedroom.
So I've had were attacks where they got a bunch of guys, but it was all the military, so they didn't die because they were wearing armor. And then they filled up the hospital, and I just walled it off.
What are you guys doing with this Charles? We're gonna get you better, buddy.
They never die.
And then you just see their little faces.
Once a month, you just see they transform and start tearing the place apart, but they can never die. We're gonna need. Do we have beds? Beds and tables.
I'm not gonna get a migraine.
No. You got too much work to do.
I do have too much to do. My vision on this side feels weird. Like I can still see, but it's like it just feels weird.
Maybe you're aware, honey.
Maybe I got bitten in the raid.
Oh, we're also going to need some buckets to clean and feed him in his convalescence.
He needs a poop bucket.
You got to build a bed, a table next to it, or if they need surgery. Oh, we also need
The graphics are too much for your eyes.
all that fidelity. The zoom level.
Oh, it's not migraine. God, that sucks.
Alright, so Lilifin should be delivered to the hospital. There he is. And with any luck, our diagnostician
House.
will, he's not interested.
I'm gonna see if I have a towel on this. It is the light.
Who they did diagnose? Oh, they did. Okay. So he has. Well, he needs to be cleaned, dressed. He needs setting. He's immobilized. Needs a crutch. Oh, okay. Yeah. Several new things are wrong with him. Needs setting. Do you see the X? I don't see the X. Oh, that's a different one. Broken tissue and an infection.
Was the infection the infection?
That's a good question. Sure hope not.
Are they going to get dressing and whatnot?
The doctor is not really. You know what we should do is. Yeah, let's just make him. He doesn't have any experience with any of this stuff, but Why not, right? Oh, the other thing is we don't have. We needed cabinets and stuff so they'll store dressings and stuff. So we're waiting on the carpenter. No water source.
Oh, just need access to like a river or something.
Well, they've got access to it. I just made some buckets. Maybe the buckets aren't made yet. Let's promote those. Make a bucket of meat.
Hi guys, is this game still in early access? I don't think so.
Alpha.
Seems pretty full featured to me.
We haven't even gotten into bookbinding, beekeeping,
Oh,
clay. Like you have to mold the clay, glaze it, fire it. Bird nests, like nest boxes for eggs. What's some of the musical instruments? Of course, is a big one. There's one of those golden goblets. I think maybe people keep the golden goblets.
oh, someone created a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's our Masons. Revival friend. He's the best. The best Mason in the land. All right, here we go. Here's a cat. So it turns out Lilithman has an infection.
Of unknown origin.
He should make it. If he doesn't, really, we lost that much because we were going to kill him anyway. Alright, so charcoal's going good.
Does this have a battle royale mode?
We need to start making steel.
Yeah, the dwarves all just drop into a pit and then one comes out alive.
Our big excitement tonight is going to be the Werehang. I don't think we're going to get a goblin invasion, but
Never say never.
the Werehang could have gone. Oh, there we go. He's taking him some water. Let's follow him down. Oh, look at that. He's been cleaned. We'll check out his
His stats.
So he needs a setting, but he has been cleaned. Yeah, broken tissue and infection, and needs setting. I think you have to make like plaster for casts, which we don't have that. You can see what so we've got plenty of cloth and thread. That's good. We need splints, crutches, powder, and soap. We don't have any soap.
They've just been like rolling in the river to get clean.
How do you make soap?
Render fat, I think. Soap Maker's Workshop. Let's see if we can make some soap.
I think my eyes start to feel better.
Your fate is tied to Lilith.
Maybe.
What?
I really hope it's not a migraine like a symptom. It's just like maybe it was just a light, but
What is your migraine ritual? Like, what do you do to?
pass out usually. I can handle just regular headaches just fine, but if I get a migraine, I get nauseous and light sensitive, or I'll have like the visual aura thing. So at that point, it's like I can't see. I'm nauseous and I'm sensitive to light. I might as well just go lay down.
You ever just smoke a J?
No, it doesn't help migraines, does it?
It couldn't hurt.
That might make nausea worse.
Didn't that just
No, it makes nausea better.
Didn't I just build a soap maker's workshop?
Oh, artisanal soaps. We're really gonna become a tourist trap.
Now I think we probably need a soap maker. Let's let
Number 9 says horseshit.
Let's let this guy.
I think they're upset. Like people are arguing about whether this game is amazing or not.
I don't know how you become. Is that a farming related? Yes. So we have several people who should do it. So. Split. Okay. Yes. I sold all of our splints at the beginning. I remember that now. Let's make a couple of those and a couple of crutches while we're at it. Why not? He's gonna need one of those, I feel.
We're gonna have to like make him wear a muzzle or something. That should be a mechanic.
One of those cones?
Yeah.
Oh. And then like he turns and he's just rapidly trying to get at someone with the cone.
He's like puts his head down and charges toward him.
That should be a mechanic in this game.
Okay. Alright, let's see what we've got as far as steel. 11 steel bars. I don't know if that's, let's see if that's enough for a suit of armor. We can give
The nurse a set of steel armor.
so we'll make a breastplate, greaves, a helmet.
See, I'm telling you.
The ghost
That
hurt
was-
me go in there to get
That was
back and forth.
definitely something.
Yeah.
Has to be a mouse, right? I mean, we've had mice before.
That
seems like that would be awfully
through the
big.
ceiling?
Yeah. Why would you tell me my office is haunted? I guess I'm only there during the day, so it's fine. But
I've only ever had one haunting related thing happen here.
Well, it could be a day ghost.
What haunting thing happened? Was it the guy on the picture that we have up in the office?
Okay, two things. I forgot about that thing. No, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was in the old downstairs. And you remember how like there wasn't air conditioning in that one part, and just leave the door open so that it would be cooler. In the back.
Toward the back, yeah, okay.
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning one night, and I was here and I was working, and I heard clomp, 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 like somebody was like definitely walking the hallway, and I called out, and I didn't hear anything for like 30 seconds, so I got up to go look, and no one was there.
It could have been a mouse, a pigeon.
It sounded, you know how noisy that floor was when somebody walks on it. It was somebody walking on it, but there was no sound of anybody walking away. I suppose somebody could have come halfway down the hall and then halfway back, but there was also nobody here.
What if the ghost is trying to possess Krista and that's what she's feeling?
Well, I apparently repelled it because my eye feels a little bit better now.
Well, it's your
So-
purity.
So it's gonna go for you next. It's actually, you know, I would actually say methodic before anything else.
It's a meth act.
Yeah.
It could have been like he slender man up into the ceiling.
Where's the copper at?
Yeah, that's probably more likely. Actually,
It's like, it's a ghost. But he's just trying to get the loose money in the office. It's like, you see a crumpled dollar floating down the hallway. Oh, did you guys see Joe Biden's son? Before the 2016 election, they hushed this up, but also like they couldn't bring charges because they can't prove anything because he was never physically like tied to it. He returned a rental car, and like for whatever reason, he didn't put the keys in the drop box where you would if you returned it to a rental place. He put them in the gas tank closing thing, right? And so the next morning they found it and they were like, that's weird. And then like an unidentified caller wouldn't identify themselves and called in and was like, listen, someone dropped that off. The keys are in the gas tank. So they found 3 different IDs for Hunter Biden. I think credit cards, his credit cards, a crack pipe, cocaine on the armrest, and one other thing. And he had rented the car. It was his rental, and they totally hushed that up for the
What?
election.
Wow.
What?
Well, clearly what happened was he dropped the rental off, made the perfectly innocent mistake of leaving the keys in the gas thing, and then some criminal came along,
Right.
used the keys, and then returned it, and then put the keys back in the gas
So-
I
thing.
have so many questions.
That's the argument of why you can't prosecute, because the car was, like, there's no chain of custody.
Yeah.
So during the night, he could have left it unlocked, but obviously he was high as fuck, didn't know what to do, made it to the car rental place, but then just was like freaking out, and so put the keys in the thing and just like ran or something. And apparently the Secret Service came and picked him up. When the FBI contacted the Secret Service, they were like, he's fine, don't worry about it.
Uncle Joe's got this.
Yeah.
Wow. Meme says it was the hooker's drugs.
Okay, let's see, how's this guy doing? Oh, okay, so we should name this guy the militia commander, since he's a...
C Madrid 30, because he really does not like this game, but he is stuck in there like a trooper hanging out. Ralph says, I'm okay with the president doing cocaine and screwing hookers, a real man of the people.
that's his son. That wasn't a joke. So C Madrid 30 has a full set of steel armor and a warhammer that has been bathed in elf blood.
C Madrid says, I think this is a shitty RimWorld. I want RimWorld's graphics with this depth of play.
It's I don't get the same vibe from these two games. It's a totally different experience. Also, so we're probably never playing this again, right?
Probably not.
Oh, we can play it one more time.
Oh, you want to?
I mean, that's fun. What are our numbers?
Is it? Should you poll the viewers?
Yeah.
They all asked for this stuff.
We have 87 viewers even after Game of Thrones started, so that's pretty good.
Okay, well then I won't dig down to the cavern / magma pool.
Is that what you're getting ready to do?
Yeah.
Just flood everything with magma?
No, it won't. It doesn't like come up, but there's no capillarity. But the bad stuff will start to come up because there's like stuff down there.
Low Life wants a 24-hour Dwarf Fortress stream.
I don't think we have that in us.
I don't think you'd get too many dwarves. You'd lose your frame rate in 24 hours.
NJ Mevic says Game of Thrones is over, we're back. Numberan says, I want more Dwarf Fortress. Okay. What do the people who've ponied up want?
That's what matters.
Cold hard capitalism. Oh, we're out of wood. Wow, we are deforesting at a rapid rate. I love it. At some point, the elves will come to you and they're like, listen, bro, you gotta quit chopping down trees. And you can just tell them to fuck off. Or you can agree and keep chopping down trees. I think they'll invade you eventually if you keep doing it.
Is the weird thing still in a cage?
It's dead. We bashed its skull in it, remember?
Yeah, it's dead. It was very visceral too. They were like, "Oh,
No,
this
that's-
is horrifying."
That was the elf. I thought that the actual...
The elf was the werewolf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It switched back into... It was just an innocent elf woman when we killed it.
Hmm.
But
Which is maybe a little worse, but
it would have turned. What are you going to do, right? So it's a tough job, but C Madrid was happy to do... Oh, look who's back among us.
When is the next lunar cycle? Because we need to lock them in a room.
Was it Lilith?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lilith's back to carpentry.
How long until the next lunar cycle?
I don't know if I have that information. Maybe the chat knows how to figure that out. I don't.
Galinda gave us 1,000 bits and says, go for it.
But honestly, I think they would have turned already because the elf turned twice during that time.
Okay. We need blue jades.
Well, yeah. So you queue them up, and then they do it till they run out.
Oh, okay.
But we're doing pretty good with gems, so we can check out what we've got. We got some bolts. Let's look at our gems. Cut gems. Yeah, we got some nice cut gems. And rough gems. 47 of those. So the jeweler can be busy for a while. Oh, we got to build our. Where do we want to build our memorial slabs?
Oh,
In the graveyard.
do they prefer to have that above ground or?
Oh, they've not been done yet.
Uh-oh.
Did our crafts dwarf get killed? No.
Is it not high priority?
Why are you-
Priority?
Oh, you gotta be able to detail stone.
The dwarves in the afterlife are like, I don't know. Think about haunts in this place now.
Anytime now, bro. They're giving us a little bit of time because we got the slabs, but only so much patience. All right, so we got. We need more brew. Gotta get that drink.
What happened on that side of the river?
Purple, drink.
There's new stuff over there.
What do you mean over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the little slope upwards right on the riverbank wasn't there before.
Oh yeah. I don't know what that was. Maybe the tree roots. So you can dig channels. We could route that water anywhere we wanted.
Because we're really amazing at digging.
Yeah.
And that is what dwarves are known for.
That's probably a good stopping.
All right. So here's the best part about Dwarf Fortress. We're ready.
Okay.
We're done.
All right.
We're ready to stop playing.
Oh, I think it's doing pretty quick.
The
right?
hard drive in this computer is a bit slow.
Oh. I was like, it's not so bad. Now it's like,
This was a 256 gig SSD that was $30. It's the Inland SSD from Micro Center. So, $30.
It's not radically better on my NVMe. So
$30.
it's getting there.
Good night, everybody.
and
Thanks for hanging out.
usually you play this game for a long time. You really need to pee.
Are you feeling that right now?
Just wait. No, I'm good now. I didn't drink my bottle of water.
Did you jump on that 170 for 2 8 terabyte drive sale on yesterday? No, because I don't buy any mechanical drives that are terrible.
I saw that because we got somebody in the office who's looking to build a NAS, but I think he already did.
Yeah. Gotta get the reds.
All right, everybody.
Good night.
We'll be back on Friday. Well, you won't be here, will you? We're gonna.
I won't be
do
here.
on Friday. I guess that's a good excuse to do more Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah.
Chat. I think Krista should drive Dwarf Fortress.
No, I don't want to do it. After seeing how much depth there actually is in the world, I don't think I could do it.
Oh, those shortcuts.
Yeah, there's so many. It would take me like 20 minutes to do one thing.
Good night.